You know the Lord is building. He's building you up with faith. From faith to faith, glory to glory. Sometimes that wind have to blow in the right direction. You have to blow when you are uncertain. The wind has to blow when you are certain. But God wants to send a wind your way of God. So if I were you today, lift those hands up in the air, praise Him like you just don't care. Because Jesus is going to work it out if you keep on believing. Oh, He may not come at the season that you expect, but sometimes you just got to be still and know. And some of y'all already know what God can do. You just got to be a little bit patient sometimes. Wait on the Lord and be of good courage. Good courage. Yeah, you got to have good courage, and He will strengthen your heart. I'm going to clap on that. Watch this.
You're listening to Omega Radio, broadcasting live. Omega Radio.
Beemul Auto Limited, your auto parts store of choice. Your satisfaction is our priority. We sell everything auto except the gas. Visit our stores, 114C Haglipah Road, Kingston, 24 Caledonia Road, Bandeville, 16 Main Street, Santa Cruz, St. Elizabeth. Contact us at 876-618-2781. The time by Beemul Auto is 1 p.m.
Working a Teleton, yeah. Teleton! What's up, Apostolate?
The Teleton is what's up, Bishop.
What time is this?
Sunday, March 9 to Sunday, March 30, 2025. With the Teleton revealed during the church service starting at 11 a.m. Call in and sow or make a donation online and add in all your donation details.
This is a listener-supported gospel radio station winning the lost and the least for Jesus Christ, changing lives around the world, one person at a time.
If you are blessed by this radio ministry, please donate to keep the station on air by donating online, www.omegaradio.co. Cash App, $WOIB 1019, Zelle 954-773-4444, or for our local friends in Jamaica, NCB 361-400-372, or Jamaica National 200-0026-7789, or write our headquarters for the Caribbean in Kingston, Jamaica, 17 Aining Road, Kingston 5, Jamaica, or our U.S. headquarters at 11030 Wiles Road, Coral Springs, Florida, or the Omega headquarters in Europe in Nottingham.
If we have been a blessing to you, help us be a blessing to others in Jesus Christ's name.
This is Wayne Manning
and Elizabeth Manning saying thank you in advance
for your generosity and your support to this station.
It's now time for Jamaica's first and number one daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk. Call us and let us have a discussion.
All right, greetings and salutations, and welcome once again to the Sports Desk. The name is Gordon.
Yeah, the name is Christopher Zidane Matthews. His one is the Jamaica game. It's kind of under the radar.
The 21st
it's Friday.
And the 25th. The
21st is Friday.
So next Tuesday in Jamaica.
Yeah, okay. So the one in Seven is Friday.
Yeah, Friday is the 21st.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, check. Today is Wednesday the 19th. So, yeah, the first game in St. Vincent, the first stage of Gold Cup qualifiers, it's this Friday. The next Tuesday, the action will be shifting to Savannah.
Yeah, just a reminder, it's a in a park, not the National Stadium.
All right, so we have internet, and I trust that everybody is hearing us now.
Yes, the stream is up and running.
Stream up and running. We must tell our listeners that come tomorrow, we will only have a 1-hour program. You will be carrying the budget debate, which should be going on starting at 2 o'clock. So tomorrow we have a program only for an hour. We have been mandated. So when we say mandated, I know business is business. But so tomorrow only 1 hour. I must throw one thing in the mix before we take the first call. I spoke to Don Lockerbie last night on another platform. And Don Lockerbie says the color. Don Lockerbie is the designer, conceptualizer of the track at the National Stadium. Didn't he remember that Don Lockerbie was Chris Derring's right hand for the 2007 World Cup? So I know the name, and when I saw him last night, I realized that this is somebody that we have met before. Matter of fact, he was the one who reminded that we have met before. But when we got around to talking about the track, he says he, as the conceptualizer, was the one who came up with the colors of the national. And I asked, well, he was explaining that, I don't know if you remember 2 big giant screens that used to be at both ends of the National Stadium in Jamaican colors.
Yes.
And he said while he was doing the track, he either saw that or remembered those 2 huge screens in Jamaican colors and came up with the idea to make the National Stadium track in the national colors. Clearly, he would have had to pass through the Jamaican government. But based on his story, it wasn't the Jamaican government that came to him about the colors of the track. It was, according to him, the other way around. I asked about the paint job, and he said it's more than a paint job. That there were things that they had to do. He explained it in some fancy terms, some rubbers that had to be put under the track and some wool things that had to happen. But it is not merely a paint.
And it's also confirming that it was never a government situation and only a green track initially. It was always going to be the colors.
No, well, if him say he always wanted it in national colors, and he told the government that,
yes,
then clearly his plan was never for a green track.
So you're rubbishing everything.
Well, I'm not rubbishing. I'm just reporting
a
conversation I had with Don Locker.
Well, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
Immediately, that's when the person brought it up. I thought that, listen, you maybe saw a picture of the work ongoing.
Right.
Yeah.
But he told us that was his idea, not the government. So make we move on. I put at the first one, 615-2841 or 676-696. Here we go. Hello.
And you continue with your disingenuous liar self on the radio.
What are you talking about?
Who said I had a problem with it?
I never called the name, my boss.
Who else called about that?
I've heard people all over the place that talk.
Go one side, bro. My simple point was to prove to you that it was a paint job, and I was proven right.
No, it wasn't a paint.
Whatever. When you saw fancy term and you might say it was more than a paint, so it was partly a paint job then.
No, but clearly you'd have to paint the something.
But the color is a paint job.
Then the color, you couldn't get the colors if it never paint, brother. Then the color. Then you know must have it was what was before blue.
Yes.
So
and it is now.
I was right, sir. So
no, you were not right.
Anybody like Ulrich?
No, you were not right. You said it was only a paint job. That is not.
All right. So the track was resurfaced.
The track, there was a lot more done to it than paint.
Yeah, ask a simple question. Was the track resurfaced?
Oh Jesus! There were things put under the track.
You can't answer that.
But I am.
Anyway.
Good, sir.
Mr. One of the fun.
Mr. Where you're the fun.
By the way, before you go into your thing, Garvey, just remind the listeners that the Messi game was held at the stadium, Champs will be held at the stadium, and the Michael Johnson.
Hey, Zidane, who will be speaking at the budget debate tomorrow? I've never heard Kelly bring a budget debate. What? This is a change?
No, man, we had it last year. That's right. Maybe the year.
Who will be speaking tomorrow?
I think it's the Prime Minister speaking tomorrow.
Okay.
The most honorable Prime Minister.
But why you never had the leader of the opposition yesterday?
You have to pay for it, it's not free.
Oh.
So
no,
it's not sell out. Maybe the PNP cannot afford it.
Garvey, I
heard that.
Garvey.
By the way.
No, hold on. Me have to go defend or make a rate upon that. That statement about big time sellout is offensive to me.
I'm
and it shows when we talk about you.
Yeah.
No, but
The people them a pay for them broadcasts, my boss. What you talk about sellout?
And it was offered to the other side as well.
And then you don't want us to brand you a certain.
Yeah.
It's funny.
You're branding yourself, my boss.
You're branding yourself every day. You come on the radio.
No brand can't stick for and give you that. Me I tell you.
Don't talk about no big time. Don't talk about no big time sellout.
No political party in Jamaica can come to us.
So why us bringing the prime minister?
Why would us bring in the prime minister?
Would they a sellout then? Would they a sellout?
I just find it kind of weird that they wouldn't.
No. You never said weird. They said something about sellout.
You said sellout.
You come out in one side. That's all I see.
You're out of order, Oba.
Okay, but
because we don't tell you already that we're not going to give up 2 hours of airtime
for free.
So,
yeah.
All right, boss. I get the point. You win.
Good.
You have your reasons.
Yes.
Let me ask you a question, though, Harvey. But before me ask you the question, the question involves using the name of a politician, but it's a totally sports-related question. So me just want to frame that before me ask you, right? Yesterday, right, I took note of the fact that in the parliament, a politician said the leader of the opposition said that if he's elected PM, he intends to make Bob Marley and
I don't want to discuss
Louis Bennett heroes. May I ask you a sports-related question now?
Yeah.
If that happens, do you, Orville Higgins, or do you, Zidane Matthews, think it's only a matter of time before a sportsman is also elected national hero? That is the question.
I don't know. That's my honest answer.
So you think somebody from the creative arts could be a hero, but a sportsman could not be?
I never said they couldn't.
You know, but
read my lips. I don't.
If Miss Lou can be a hero, you don't think a sportsman can? Let us ask a simple sports question, brother. What's so hard about that?
I must have know. Maybe Bolt is the one.
What you say that?
Jamaican sports.
Yeah, if you're gonna make a
but I said I do.
Asking a legitimate.
Let me answer. Yeah, I agree. If you're saying that if Miss Lou can be a hero, then Shelley and Fraser are the same. Can be.
Fair enough.
No, but that is no, but that is not what he asked. He never asked if we think it should happen. He asked if we think it will happen. We don't know if it will happen. I want a different question. All
right. Will, should, or could?
No. If you're asking me if it will happen, that is what I answer to. I don't know. If you're asking if it should happen, then I will give you a different response. Good, sir.
No problem, sir. Zidane, thank you for answering the question. Harvey, maybe next question is cricket related. Maybe you can't answer.
I did answer the first one, and I don't know. That's an answer.
All right. I was having a cricket discussion with a very learned friend of mine, right?
Yeah.
And we were actually, the discussion was about the Australian game and the Pakistan game, right? And he used the term delta to describe the pitch in Australia, right? Could you define for the people what is a delta?
A perfect batting spring.
Right. And the fast bowling is helped on that kind of pitch too, right?
No, man, a belter is a wicket that don't favor no bowling than at all. Ball easy and nice. Ball come on, sweet.
But you would more favor fast bowling than spin bowling. Right?
I answered that. A belter is a pitch that don't favor no kind of bowling.
What is the name of a pitch that favors fast bowling?
The pitch not a name. How would you describe it?
Mm-hmm. But I know the name of the pitch that favors turn. What is the name of the pitch that favors spin bowling? I can tell you. I told him last night and him never know. And him say, you're serious, Gabby? Say, yeah.
What the name of the pitch that favors that?
It's called a Bunsen.
No, sir. Them
like a Bunsen burner?
Them term when I use normally in a cricket.
No, man, I tell you, Harvey, listen. If you wanna use one word to describe a pitch, that is the word you would have to use.
I would know.
If you want to elaborate and use 10 words, you would use a
no,
phrase.
one word I would use.
What?
Turning. Raging turner.
No, that's 2 words.
All right, turner.
A Bunsen.
I never hear that used yet.
Look it up. You see, the teacher wants today in a cricket.
All right, sir.
All right, it's a analysis.
All right.
Yeah.
We're hit. I just think something as well that FIFA, what them said, FIFA do.
Oh, they lift the
FIFA lift monetary restrictions, and I wonder what that.
But they were restricted in terms of how they spend the money. They were being monitored closely by FIFA.
Yeah, man. But lifting means that no, because what I understand it to be is that we were still getting the same amount that we used to get from FIFA,
but not in the lump, not in the
not a lump sum.
Yeah.
So if them used to give you $100 a year up front, they might give you 25 in a May, 25 around so 25 and 25. By the restriction being lifted, I'm wondering now if it means that we'll get the lump sum there right up front.
Great news for the JFF.
All right. With that, we take our first break. We will be back in just a while. 615-2841 or 676-6936.
Clear your barrels and personal shipments with ease and convenience. Request a customs contactless clearance today through CCP at jca.gov.jm. The time by the Jamaica Customs Agency is
1:15. Are you interested in working in media? Well, this may very well be your chance. Omega Radio is seeking persons to fill the positions of receptionist, traffic coordinator, accountant, and sales executives. If you think you have the right attitude and the drive to be a part of this team, then WhatsApp or call 876-204-9356 or email us at omegaradio@theomegachurch.com.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and number one daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
All right, 615-2841 and 676-6968. Those are your numbers. So we'll go back online. Hello.
Hello?
Hello? The line is open now. Hello? Don't tell me that it's crap.
Alright, it seems like it's wrong. 676-6968 or
I would prefer you all call on 615-284. That line tends to be a little bit more reliable. So 615-2841. Those are your numbers that you can call us at. And in case you missed the start of the program, we have with two issues have come up: the restrictions and the JFF by FIFA. Gone. And we hear now that it was not the government side yet. Hello. All
right. So there are some Premier League games. Some obviously postponed because a lot of the players gone. But we are playing Waterhouse at Waterhouse. That game is slated for 6 p.m. So you have the chance to go and have a look at that game.
Yeah.
Go and have I think what has happened to Viren, one of the things is that, Crebola, he saw Rudolph Speed have a great success with youngsters and bragging about it. And, he's a person that he's big on developing youngsters and he's praised himself a lot on doing so. So he thought he had the capacity to use youngsters and do a job in the Premier League. And it has not worked out at all. Because when you look at the players playing, a lot of Manning Cup players, it just has not worked out. And I thought that was a mistake. And that is the main reason why they find themselves in this position right now. All right. It's going to be tough for them to get out of it.
Hello. Hello.
Hello, you're not hearing me?
Yeah, man, we are here now, man. Who this?
Zoni.
Yeah, man.
Go on.
Talk to me now.
I'm in there, man. I just reaching I city last week. Can't see much.
Yeah.
Yeah, when we reaching the match I already start. But yeah, what no, me I pray. All of the gate, them right? Crowd did it. I see one gate for me pick go. That the crowd just back up there. Nobody not try to go. Can't even stop. You not stop. You just go there, show them the thing on the phone and then say go on in. And we left like about 50% back of me.
So what you look?
That's strange.
Because all them that they say boys, they can't, and it's like everybody pack up to one side. I mean, I'm probably about 5 at that person just walk in to another side and just go in. And then still out there, make up nice and me I say, yeah. I don't come them come to come in then, and I then come to me. But trust me, the match is good still. Yeah, people make nice about who support Cavalier and who did not support Messi. It wasn't a Cavalier supporting game.
No, it wasn't.
People cheer for Cavalier, because yeah, all of this side of me the fan, everybody still get a cheer when Cavalier are going good. People actually want Cavalier to score.
Yes.
People
Yes.
actually want Cavalier to win.
Yes, that was clear.
But I know Cavalier carry out the crowd.
Yeah.
So you actually I go cheer for the person who make you come.
The crowd did not come to see Inter Miami win an advance. You know, they only came to see Messi. They don't care about Inter Miami.
That's why I say the person who make them come.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's that. Because me even book up some friends and them say, boy, trust me, them could be alive and somebody like Messi come to Jamaica and them not come see it and it's afford them.
Yep.
Because at the morning me buy my ticket, you know.
Yeah.
The morning of the game. And when I come in, I come on the toll. Because Higgins did try call you when I come on the toll, you know, the time about to 6.
Yeah.
And I said, now the place I got jam up, you know.
Yeah, man. But me avoid all that, you know. Me was there from among the first set of people in this.
I know I have to go in a Spanish town after me later I go do something. So I say, all right, I go on the Google map. Because you know the Google map I go give the fastest road.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So instead of sending me back on the tour, no Google map, me go come right through Spanish town. So I say, okay, look like it will jam up then. You understand? Now when we reach 6 miles, me go from something, you know, doing the park road. But then it take me back off of doing the park road and put me back on a Spanish town road. So I say, all right, it took like going up into halfway tree, I go jam up there, just put me back on here. So I remember me know a place.
Right.
You understand? So I can't go to and from. So my road later tell me if you take me, say no, that the road not go safe for me, you know. So I not take that, but by the time I go down, it pick me up and put me somewhere.
Yeah, yeah.
So I basically reach in quick and go through everything quick and fast. I tell you, it is nice, man.
Well, I enjoy the game. Enjoy the game.
And then I pick my spot perfect because although they did have like the premium and all of them over beaches. No, sir, there was nothing like that when I go in. And then me know when I go in, we say, all right, Inter Miami have kicked go that way for the first half. For the second half, I'm gonna come that way. So most likely me position myself right. I know so when Messi come on, I go come get some clear view.
Yeah.
Yeah. He might kick to the goal where you were there.
Yeah, and unfortunately, no, leading up to the goal, my phone battery dead. Because I use the Google map and everything. So, me never get to catch that.
Okay.
But trust me, man, everything did nice. So, some of my friends them from down here will come and match the boy, them never get to see goal because them come out before I try beat it. Mr. Beat, you can go out a place like that and not try beat traffic.
Yeah, if it was built it in, say, you got there for a while.
Yes.
Yeah, I got there because about 15 minutes after the match finished, me eventually walk out of the stadium. And when I go out of the stadium, me there in a car park about another hour.
Yeah, man, that was going to be them.
So when you go to places like them, you talk about, yeah, try beat. No, you just enjoy yourself, have a drink and go and enjoy yourself till your time comes to come out. So that was it. But it was good, man. It was a wonderful experience.
Yeah, man. Nice atmosphere in the stadium as well.
Yeah, the only thing I enjoy more than that was when Tony Braxton came and I went to Sunfest to see her.
Yeah.
So I'm a little piece of tedious still.
Yeah, man.
All right.
And the track and everything look good. Actually look good.
Yeah. I like it.
You know me not like it too much green.
No, me never know.
But it no look bad. It no look bad. It no look bad. Me get to see like some overview shots right when we go online. So and it look good.
Yeah.
It look good, man. Me do make that make no fuss.
Yeah.
Because me basically see the idea where them a pull through and it look good.
Yes.
And at the end of the day with the two are green, black and blue. Remember when it did red till it peel out and turn orange. So color not supposed to make no.
True.
But I guess our election time, so everything then count and we are ruled by a so-called dictator.
We gone zone. Big up yourself.
Alright.
All right. So we go back online then. Hello.
Yeah, man.
Oh, correction.
Correct one here.
Zidane?
Yes, correct.
No, I don't know if you hear that the JFF has that FIFA rather has lifted the restrictions on the amount of money that can be dispersed to the JFF at any one time as yet.
Yeah, man.
That announcement was made this morning.
We talked briefly about it earlier. Yes.
Oh, you spoke about it already.
Yeah.
So what it means for the JFF is that whilst they will be getting the same amount in terms of in total, they will now be able to get it in greater down payment or greater lump sum than they would have gotten it before.
Correct.
Hence, it should give the federation some liberty, financial liberty, and wiggle room in order to maneuver their affairs in a more precise manner in terms of running the programs, etc., etc.
Yeah.
Also, it means that there were some programs that they would have been restricted from. So the Mr. General Secretary, Mr. Chung, says he is presently in talks, especially with the Caribbean Football Union, I think. Someone can correct me if I'm wrong. In terms of getting on some of those programs to fund some grassroots programs and so forth that they were restricted from. So, kudos to the JFF where that is concerned. When they go rogue and they think they are incompetent, we give them the licks. So when they do things to, uplift the thing, we must give them the thumbs up. The thumbs up to Mr. Ricketts and his team.
Yeah, man.
Yeah?
Wonderful.
Right.
You won't hear some people talking about that.
Huh?
I say you won't hear some people talking about it when they are, as you said, when they are plaudits for Mr. Ricketts. I mentioned the fact that he was voted in unopposed as the Caribbean Football Union Vice President. You won't hear it too many other places.
Okay, when was that?
Last week now.
Yeah, yes, at first. Yeah, I hear that.
Yeah, man.
And on the slip past him.
He is. So if the president, the new president is a brethren from St. Lucia. If something should happen to him now, then this same Mr. Ricketts are the president of the Caribbean Football Union. But you will never hear that in certain places because for them thing is to beat Mr. Ricketts straight.
Yes.
Right.
Is that the team song I hear?
No, man, go on to.
Okay, all right, cool. All right, back to some football now, and then I touch a little basketball before I take my flight. All right, now I hear a lot of people speaking about the game. I'm wondering if those persons were at the game that were speaking about the game, in terms of the crowd cheering for Messi and not for Cavalier, because those people could not have been at the game who tried to paint that narrative.
Exactly.
What I saw in the stadium was a team that came out to see arguably one of the greatest footballers to grace the earth, and to show their love and appreciation for what he has done in not just the highs that he has brought to football, but to appreciate the skill set of a man that is a generational talent. Nevertheless, that crowd, every time Cavalier touched that ball, every single time Cavalier touched that ball, did something that looked promising, made a counter-attack, made a transition, the crowd was rallying Cavalier.
Correct.
I will go, huh?
Yeah, man, you're dead, right?
Yeah, man, and I will go further to say that at no point I saw in the crowd where the crowd was cheering for Inter Miami. What the crowd was cheering for was Messi.
Yeah.
So when Messi touched the ball, the crowd would shout their approval, whether it was a run, and there was this Elmir Zidane, there was this defender that was playing Messi's hair tight.
Length.
And every time that What's his name?
Leng, the one who got the jersey.
Yes. Every time that he did something to take Messi off the ball,
there was
take
loud
the ball off
cheers.
the foot of
Loud
Messi,
cheers.
there was a loud cheer.
Yeah.
Loud cheer. So people must cut out the foolishness, man. You understand? And be fair and balanced in their analysis of the thing and call it for what it was. You know? We will never see a talent like Messi again gracing the field in Jamaica unless it is a Ronaldo. You know, and people came out to show their appreciation. Yeah?
Yes, sir.
All right, basketball and then Halley.
Yeah, hold on.
No.
We're right up on the break. Correction. So let's not interrupt you. So we take the break and then we come.
It's now time for Sports in a Minute, sponsored by Edgechem, Western Sports, Megamart, Spectrum Insurance Brokers, Dangel Auto Spares and Accessories Limited, and Fosrich.
Emma Raducanu breezed into the second round of the Miami Open with a commanding straight-set win against Japanese teenager Sayeke Ishii. The British number 2 took just over an hour to progress 6-2, 6-1, and will next face American 8 seed Emma Navarro. Raducanu, with the 2021 US Open champion, lost in the first round at the Indians Wells earlier this month in what was her first match since a traumatic experience of dealing with a stalker at the tournament in Dubai. And that's your sports in a minute.
Sports in a Minute was sponsored by Edgechem, changing lives 1 gallon at a time. Western Sports, the sports beat. Megamart, best value by far. Spectrum Insurance Brokers, setting the industry standard. Dangel Auto Spares and Accessories Limited at 20 Balmoral Avenue, Kingston 10, and shop number 10, 1A Chapelton Road. Call 876-929-9146. And Fosrich.
Listen up, Jamaica. At Fosrich, everybody's getting a solar water heater. $20,000 deposit. 6 months to pay. What a deal. Fosrich Financing.
The Jamaica Anti-Doping Commission, JADCO, needs your help to eliminate doping and keep sport clean. If you have concerns about any doping activity, you can share the information with JADCO anonymously. The information you share will be treated with the highest level of confidentiality. Make the right call if you see something, say something. Protect clean sport. Protect our legacy. To report doping activity, call 888-429-5232 or visit the JADCO website at jadco.gov.jn. A message from the Jamaica Anti-Doping Commission.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and number 1 daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
Yeah, correction. We're back with you.
Yes, just before I touch the basketball, Orville, have you heard anything concerning clash of dates that the IAAF would have some concerns about regarding our national trial?
No.
Any word on that you could shed some light on that for us?
No, you know. What you hear?
What I'm hearing is that some of our more elite athletes would have signed off contracts to participate in diamond leagues and other.
What the major ones is close to where the trial should be, the champion, national champion.
Yeah. And our Jamaica trials will be basically clashing with some of those.
Yes. So
putting the participation of some of those athletes in those diamond leagues into doubt. And so the IAAF is taking an interest in that and asking our administration to shift our trial date. Trial date.
Yes.
I'm going to follow it up right now. Thanks for bringing that to me.
Yeah, man. I heard about it.
Yeah, man. All right. Basketball at a close. Jimmy Butler is doing it again, Zidane. Jimmy Butler is doing it again. He has gone to yet another team that was struggling, that was not relevant,
and has made a significant difference.
Yes.
And I just want to say that tune in tomorrow, people. Correction will be calling it tomorrow as the NBA Savion on the sports deck. Tune in tomorrow.
What you gonna call?
I'll be calling the NBA.
So you jump off the Houston bandwagon?
You will hear everything tomorrow.
Oh, so you're going to say Zidane, you were right and I was wrong. Houston not going anywhere.
No, you listen tomorrow
All
and
right.
you will hear a call.
All right.
Yeah?
Cool.
All right, cool.
All right, so that's correction, eh?
It should be interesting to hear what he says about Houston.
What did say before?
Remember I say Houston in automatic down at the conference final and doesn't know who else will be there, but Houston will be.
Okay. Yeah. All right, somebody is sending me the story regarding Trask, but we go back online. Hello.
Good day, sir. How are you doing?
Not too bad. Who is this?
This is a true analyst speaking to you.
Oh, true analyst. How you doing, big man?
Boy, I'm vexed, you know. I want to call you from after the match and I can't get you. But I get through to this, so
yeah.
I am now cooling down the fence. I want to say first and foremost that once again, congratulations to the Cavaliers team and management. I think the team and the management did well. However, I don't think the players understood the team. And because of that, they may have let themselves down. This was an opportunity for them to put themselves in a position to go to a club that is going to be better able to compensate them for their labor. And I don't think that did what was necessary to attract that kind of attention. And I think that is a big letdown, not only to themselves, but to their club and to the country. And again, I'm going to say what everyone, or the vast majority of people are saying after the match. You cannot have a foreign club come here and a foreign team come in, and the local fans make that team feel like they are at home. Now, prior to the game, we had a discussion on the show. And I said people who don't pay ought not to have an opinion. You recall that discussion?
Yeah. I never agree, but I remember.
Yeah, you recall the discussion. You know, I was going to the stadium prior to the game. And there was some amount of confusion getting in and out of the stadium.
Yes.
And I realized one of the problems is a lot of people don't normally support the football. Turned out. So they were trying to enter through gates that they can't enter through. And the traffic into the stadium was unusually bad. It's always bad, you know. And the police don't help matters much because they are just here to collect their pay. But it was even worse because people who don't normally come to the stadium were coming to the stadium.
Yes.
And I want to use this opportunity to say to those what are this fans? You are needed and you are welcome. But you have to, when you get into these kind of events that's going to attract thousands of people, persons need to kind of familiarize themselves with how things are to go. And if you do that, everybody will be able to enjoy the spectacle. One other point before you run me off the show, is it?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I don't want you to run me so quick. I know that there have been 3 presentations in the budget debate so far. 1, 2, 3. And so far, I hear them offering the national hero to all kind of people. And there's money available to pay, or certain people are suggesting money should be made available to pay content creators. I'm going to suggest to Mr. Julian Robinson, why not to be fight the sport? That $1 billion that he's about to throw to content creators, that could be better spent creating a first-class surface upon which national football would be played and other important games to improve the quality of sport in Jamaica. And as a testimony to the economic value that could be, I prefer to give that game last week between Cavaliers and Miami. You agree with me?
You really believe they're going to pay that money to content creators?
Well, listen.
A whole lot of potential voters are on the social media platform. So I think that is just a political.
But I am not one to look at a big man and say he's a liar. I am not one. I might think it, but I'm not going to say. You would have to show me that he's lying before I say he's a liar. But the concept, I think, is a good one. Anything that is going to attract people to invest and spend in Jamaica. Well, they want to the social media and content and creation and all these things. I think is good. And what was demonstrable, as I said before to you, is that Christmas Vibe Cartel could bring thousands of people here to the country.
Yes.
And here it is, within the space of a few days, the football brought thousands of people home to the national stadium. We can't look at these things and ignore it. And so I'm asking them to join me in saying, look here, let's invest in the sport. Don't just make it be a thing that is turn up and you take a picture and you're gone.
And that's it.
I saw countless of ministers at the game and I was a bit disappointed because all the ministers seemed to have turned up close to Messi. Not so good in my book. They were not showing the kind of nationalistic view.
It's Messi talking about in my box.
So Messi better than Walter? I don't know. What this game taught me.
This is the same man who said he's a true analyst. I ask if Messi better than Walter. Or you expect people to take you seriously?
No, here's what I'm going to tell you now.
Yeah.
If you had exposed Walter to the same conditions as Messi throughout his lifetime,
different argument.
I am not certain who would have gotten something different.
If I was born and raised and grown up in the same conditions where Brian Lara grew up in, that couldn't be like.
No. Stop the foolishness. Stop it. You don't know Westmoreland where you have this cricket.
No.
You could have go over St. Thomas. Come on, man.
St. Thomas? St. Thomas?
You could have gone over St. Elizabeth and play cricket and go deal with junior, whatever I want.
No, man. Messi was raised in an academy, you know, my boss. We never have no academy with proper facility.
Anyway, a friend of mine told me about this academy thing and I believe in it. And I had meant to tell him. He just went out before that and said it. I had meant to tell him that genius from academy and training every time. So Chris Gayle never going on a cricket academy. But he's the best batsman the world has ever seen.
Chris Gayle is the best the world has ever seen?
The best one. You see, what happened to a lot of people?
Do me a favor, true Anna. Tell the bartender don't serve you no more.
No, hold on. This is a mistake.
Get the phone for me.
Hold on.
No, man, I said, get the bartender the phone.
No, man. We're not at the bar. I'm currently in a luxury suite at a Spanish hotel at the North Coast. Now, listen to me. I want
the man ask if Messi really better than Maradona.
Boy.
I'm Messi really better than boy.
If he's really better than I'm not saying.
No, I thought you did ask first, then you try pretty it up. And now you're saying that Chris Gayle is the greatest batsman the world has ever seen.
Tell the bartender high.
And you still want a serious conversation after that?
You know, but I'm qualified. What happened why a lot of people will question that Chris is the best batsman is that Chris does not do the classical footwork thing. But I want to say at 6'5", you couldn't expect him.
No. Why do you say he's the best? Because Chris is not the only tall man. Why do you say he's the best?
If you look at his career, beyond when the West Indies tried to mash him up, he was well on his way to breaking every record in cricket, batting record.
No, then why? So West Indies mash up Chris?
They prevented him from going on, and then by the time them call back,
they prevented him from going on.
Well, I know. Just let me finish this one sentence. Yeah. When he was on a trajectory to break every record, 2 triple centuries, and looking like he weighed some more. Then he went on the radio station. I don't remember what station it was. Make a talk. Them just come on.
Chris Gayle went on that radio station in 2011. Chris Gayle was starting to play Test cricket from 2000. So he had 11 years, my boss. And at no point in those 11 years was there the remotest of suggestion that he was the greatest of all?
In the world, I don't think you have more than 3 batsmen that have 2 triple century for them.
Yeah, only 3 more except him. See Waglara and a certain man from Australia.
Okay, good. So it is not what I'm saying is not ridiculous.
It is ridiculous.
No,
a man with a 40 less than a 45 average, or somewhere in the mid 40.
He's an old
You-
player, I know.
You read, then you know how many
No,
other
man, him is about 41, 42.
41, 40. You know the amount of man we have a higher average than Chris. Matthew
No, I
here,
don't.
you have Vasca
But
then.
if them have 2 triple century through that high average, I will listen to them.
Oh, so
And you have to also add to it that Chris was killing that team. That basically, if the West Indies did well, I didn't have to ask the question. I could have said Chris McCurl.
big up yourself, true, Anna. Big up.
If you say the question in the time when Chris was going on.
Well, you know, say if you did that say it and a laugh, me that really, just go with it. But your face, your face, but you sound serious, brother. And that is the scary part,
No, hold on. I'm gonna tell you.
The break
And I
come
want it.
in that lovely
Yeah.
suite on the north coast where you are.
Yeah.
Tell room service to ensure that it's orange juice from here.
Orange juice.
Yes.
Well, I don't know if you know these lovely operators.
No.
Because everything is for free. So the room service is free.
Oh,
But
well.
I'm going to go full side shortly.
Orange
When I
juice.
get to full, I will just stick to the orange.
Yes.
But
Yeah. Take me
what
suggestion.
I'm gonna do for you?
Yeah.
What I'm gonna do for you? I have saved on my phone
Yeah.
a side-by-side comparison of one day international between Chris Gayle and a man you like to call his name very regular, Brad Lyle.
No. If you talk about one day cricket, no difference of that, man. I test cricket with the thing you have. But we leave it here. We have to run through it.
I'm going to send this information.
Yeah, man. But I thought you were talking test cricket. We have to leave it here.
All right, Professor.
Yeah, man. We're coming back up.
Working at Teleton, yeah. Teleton, what's up, Fostily?
The Teleton is what's up, Bishop.
What time is this?
Sunday, March 9 to Sunday, March 30, 2025. With the Teleton revealed during the church service starting at 11 a.m. Call in and sow or make a donation online and add in all your donation details.
This is a listener-supported gospel radio station winning the lost and the least for Jesus Christ, changing lives around the world, one person at a time.
If you are blessed by this radio ministry, please donate to keep the station on air by donating online, www.omegaradio.co. Cash App, $WOIB 1019, Zelle 954-773-4444, or for our local friends in Jamaica, NCB 361 400 372, or Jamaica National 200-00-26-7789, or write our headquarters for the Caribbean in Kingston, Jamaica, 17 Aining Road, Kingston 5, Jamaica, or our U.S. headquarters at 11030 Wilds Road, Coral Springs, Florida, or the Omega headquarters in Europe in Nottingham.
If we have been a blessing to you, help us be a blessing to others in Jesus Christ's name.
This is Wayne Manning
And Elizabeth Manning saying thank you in advance
for your generosity and your support to this station.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and number one daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
All right, so we're back here online. That was a very, very funny call. 615-2841. We'll go back online. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah.
Afternoon, Arthur.
Wayne from who?
Afternoon, Zidane.
Yeah, good afternoon.
A good thing I see you correcting Mr. Correction.
About what that again?
about him Houston.
Oh yes, yes, him coming in big announcement. In first, we'll have to admit that he was. I thought that I was wrong, Zidane. You were right about Houston.
Yeah. It's the second time I'm going to come with this. What are the national colors of Jamaica?
Green, gold, and black. Huh?
Black, green, and gold.
Yeah.
So what is yellow doing on the track up by the stadium?
Well, I mean, always not sure the difference between yellow and gold.
Nah, man, gold, yellow, brother.
A gold, what you say? What the color? For the
Black, green, and gold are our national colors.
Oh, and a yellow you sip on the track.
And a yellow. What really are going? What really are going in the country?
Oh well, me never even noticed that difference.
So the people who lead the country, them not notice it neither. Have you?
Well, I mean, me don't know if it made that big of a difference.
Yeah, isn't it the color we always see all over the place?
Yes, sir.
It's different from, for example, when the Jamaicans go to the Olympics. Isn't it the same color?
That is the same point I've been stressing over these years. Our national colors is black, green, and gold.
Mm. Hello?
So why they couldn't put the track in black? For show the strength and resilience of the young boys and girls all over this island here.
You are the only person I hear who have a problem with the colors. You know? I don't have no problem with it. I never look on gold different from yellow and everything. You know? I don't get that deep. I know what they were at least trying to represent. So it could with me.
You wanted most of the track to be black?
Yeah, man, the track they could have black and then them use the gold and the green lining.
So what's wrong with it the way it is now?
Well, me just present a point of view of it.
No, but I'm saying, and I'm asking a question: why you have come to that point of view? And I said, you can't.
I know today nor yesterday when me see the track now and hear the 4-0 go all over, it's really pathetic. You know, say when national colors is black, green, and gold, and they are substituting yellow. It's crazy.
Yeah, but it's not new. It's not new though. It has always been the case. You see.
Yeah, we have to downgrade ourselves because we don't have no goal at Jamaica.
For example, in 1998, the Reggae Boys jersey, is it the similar color to what we're seeing?
Yeah. But that's what it is, you know.
Yeah.
That's what it is. Nice to see Mr. Dennis Chung uses his financial wizardry to get Jamaica off restricted funding from FIFA. It's a great move and a step in the right direction for Jamaica Football Federation. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I look at 2 cents that's for the day, you know?
You look at 2 cents.
Yeah, man. We are going to take in the big show, but all me I say, with national colours, it's black, green, and gold.
It's not the first way you're saying it.
So, yeah. All right. So the thing now with the Diamond League now and the national trials. Nationwide Sports has been reliably informed that Track and Field's local governing body, the J3A, could be asked to find new dates for the national junior and senior championships for 2025. At the moment, the championships are scheduled for June 26 to 29 at the National Stadium. However, Nationwide Sports was made to understand that dates for the Jamaica Championships came up for discussion at a 3-day meeting of Diamond League organizers in Italy last week. Nationwide Sports is told there are concerns that at least 3 Diamond League meets could suffer from weakened lineups as a result of athletes heading to Kingston to chase spots on Jamaica's team to the World Championships in Tokyo, Japan in September. In addition, the national championships clashed with the final leg of Grand Slam track June 27 to 29 in Los Angeles. 11 Jamaicans, including Roshan Clark, Rochelle Clayton, Akira Nugent, Abid Seville, Daniel Williams, and some others, have all signed up to complete that Grand Slam track. Why would they sign up to complete that Grand Slam track the same day at the trials? This could be interesting. Anyway, let's go back online then. I'm going to get somebody from the J3 for sure to talk about it. Hello?
Hey?
Yeah, man.
No. Yeah, man, afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
Is who this again?
Willow, man.
Willow? How you doing, Willow?
Yeah, man. Last night, me learning on 2 questions pop up in the maiden Orville.
What up?
2 two, they ask about some record. Bolt or Bradman. Which one you see say easier to break?
Which one of Bradman's record? The 99 average over?
Him overall average generally.
99 averaging 52 tests.
Our Bolt 9.5 years. Which one you see say easier to achieve?
I think Bolt.
Myself too. That's the thing too. And the next one now, the three top 14 moment ever witnessed.
Live or team?
With regard to Jamaica, man. Sporting event in any class, any format. Zidane, they can't answer that too.
Football, Bolt, and what else the other one of them? Maybe another tracker.
When they say witness, they mean you being in the stadium or?
No, man. Generally, man. Whether on TV or whatever. All right. They give 98. I give to me. Well, actually, I have 1 to tie. They give to me 98 to qualify. You see that champion trophy win the Brad Chan Court, LeBron, they have that in a thing queen.
But that's not Jamaica.
No, man, I mean, West Indian, of course, then Jamaica knows the part I mean.
Oh, I think it mean competing for Jamaica. I mean, I probably get it right.
Yeah, and then you see that Bolt 9.5 there. Yeah. And then the 1-2-2 with the girl, them. You have that high in my thing queen.
World Cup qualification 98 and when Bolt beat him chest to the victory.
Mm-hmm. And you see 1-2-2.
That was 9-6-9. That remember when he beat him chest before he reached the finish line?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man.
Yeah, that one dead for me.
Yeah, man, and the girl them around 1-2-2. I don't think we ever seen nothing like that again.
Yeah, that was special.
That 1-2-2 there, yeah, man.
And I want to tell you why that was special for me in particular.
Mm-hmm.
That year, 2008, Veronica Campbell Brown had finished 4th at our national trial.
At our national trial, that's true.
And there was a big, massive debate on this program and in other parts of Jamaica as to whether one of the three should give up them spot so that VCB could run.
Mm-hmm.
And I was among the voices saying none at all.
Yeah.
Why should, who was it? It was Sharon, Shelley and Fraser. Karen Stewart.
Yeah.
And I was arguing, why should these girls earn them spot? And they were running fast times, the time when them run. VCB had never run them time before, or at least equal them time before.
Sharon run our personal best ever.
There you go.
Best race ever. Yeah, man. I think
in other words, these three girls were all running as fast or faster than VCB has ever gone. And me, I said, why me would have give up the spot? I remember doing an interview with Shelley and Fraser on this very program.
At that time, she was Shelley and Fraser for you in every and good man.
Yeah, man. Then me and Shelley and the talk, man, pan a program, man. Shelley and very really does interviews, especially them controversial interviews.
Remind me of the 2000 thing with Merlin and my girl.
And Peter Gate down there in Sydney. Yes, I do remember.
Right. Yeah, man. Remind me of that too.
So everybody was saying Veronica Campbell was more likely to win a gold medal than them three girls.
Mm-hmm.
So me attack rubbish and me disrespect legend. I remember Shelley on the name and Karen and thing, you know. And me I said disrespect legend. VCB cannot get the girl them spot.
Remember incident, but God be telling us about their sport for that killer. You see, remember when you run on 1, 2, 3 with the man them in that 2.
Yeah, but let me get the joke about that one. You said this. I think there was a Sunday man when the girl them run 1, 2, 2.
Yeah.
My phone was jammed in it. It was almost like a me win the race. You know? Because people maybe I that me take and make my name in the business.
Yeah.
Take on some people where in the industry before me. Well, not before me, but in the talk show thing.
Yeah.
Take on some people who say me this I'm a hold my gun. Yes, when the girl them run 1, 2, 2. When me come back the next day, people could have been able to talk to me. Yeah.
And remember we running 1, 2, 3 with the man them in that 200 you know.
Warren Weir, was it Warren Weir, you and Bolt?
Yeah,
man. I remember.
Yeah, I tell you, brother. That was a highlight to me. Back to some sport, you know. Yeah, man, me about the thing with the Diamond League. Diamond League, I major issue still, you know, and Michael Johnson shot me get caught up in it, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, because them say, so them push them give them a win, I think, in July or August. Yeah, them.
But why should if something should be shifted, why should it be the national trials that ends up being shifted?
You know, so the money people they want to take precedence, brother. Me see that are going. The people they say who pay the pipe and do a call the shot.
Yeah, but if so, the athletes are prepared to risk not competing at the World Championship in Tokyo for a Diamond League or Michael Johnson.
You may have to know what happened. Remember, most coaches do not train your athlete to peak for that period there, Because normally trials in June, they fall,
A June. Yeah.
Yeah, man, a June, man. At that time, he coach them train the athlete to peak for, brother. Because me always hear Steve, man, Glenn Newsom talk about the peak thing that the trials, and then when a World Championship here this year, right?
Yeah, man, they're at Tokyo in September.
Yeah. So, the kind of question that move there.
Well, not June at the trials, man. June 26 to 29 is the trials at the stadium.
It was slated for, but based on me, you know, I don't know if people are complaining.
I need to talk to somebody. I send out 2 feelers, I don't get back a response.
You need to get somebody because I don't understand how they are moving. National thing must take precedence over anything else in the world.
Man, 100
because they must say them
100,000 you get per leg at the grandstand. US, you know.
Yeah, man, you have to balance it, man. You have to want the athletes to earn as well.
Yeah, that's why I'm not bother compete.
So a grandstand clash there with trial.
Your livelihood.
100,000 US. I know many people out there on that because of the trial.
Special person you to get in there, so you're not gonna get you will still get some, but you have a lose a portion if you forfeit the meat, so.
All right, boss. Thanks for bringing this up.
Man,
we'll take the break. First of all, come on, God. We'll play the tune. Then we'll come in.
Apply for your NHD refunds at nhd.gov.jm or via the NHD app. Do not click on any links offering to help you. The time by the NHD is
2 o'clock.
Working a Teleton, yeah. Teleton, what's up, Pastor Liz?
The Teleton is what's up, Bishop.
What time is this?
Sunday, March 9 to Sunday, March 30, 2025. With the Teleton revealed during the church service starting at 11 a.m. Call in and sow or make a donation online and add in all your donation details.
This is a listener-supported gospel radio station winning the lost and the least for Jesus Christ, changing lives around the world, one person at a time.
If you are blessed by this radio ministry, please donate to keep the station on air by donating online, www.omegaradio.co. Cash App, $WOIB 1019, Zelle 954-773-4444, or for our local friends in Jamaica, NCB 361-400-372, or Jamaica National 200-0026-7789, or write our headquarters for the Caribbean in Kingston, Jamaica, 1780 Road, Kingston 5, Jamaica, or our U.S. headquarters at 11030 Wilds Road, Coral Springs, Florida, or the Omega headquarters in Europe in Nottingham.
If we have been a blessing to you, help us to be a blessing to others in Jesus Christ's name.
This is Wayne Manning
and Elizabeth Manning saying thank you in advance
for your generosity and your support to this station.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and number 1 daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
All right, then, so it's time for the first selection here on the program, brought to you by Edge Campaigns for People Who Dream in Color. This one is from Travis Green, and it's called Intention.
Working for my good, yeah, cause he's intentional, never failing. I know that all things are working for my good, yeah, cause he's intentional, never failing. All things are working for my intentional. Hey, and it's never failing. All things are well from my good. He's intentional. It's never failing. All things are working. Hey, and all things are working for my good. Yes, they are, yeah. And all things are working for my good. Yeah, all things are working for my good. All right, hands up, say, we can smile because we know it's working. To the hurt and the pain, I know it's working for my good. I know it's working for my good. It's my part. I don't have to worry because it's working for me. Yeah, it's working for me. Yeah, and I believe it's working for me. I can smile again, and I don't have to worry because it's working for me. Yeah, it's working for me. Yeah, it's working for me. Come on, sing that out, say that. It's working for me. Yeah, it's working for me. And I can hold my head up. Hey, get your confidence back. Think I don't have to worry. It's working for me. Hey, my faith is rising now. And although I can't see how, I know that he's intentional. Yes, he is. He's doing it for a long time. He's doing it for a long time. And I can give him the truth now. I can give him the praise now. He's intentional. And it's never good.
All right, then. So that is Intentional by Travis Green, and that's our first selection here on the show today. 615-2841 and 6766968. We have some text we'll take in a little bit, but we'll go back. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Driver here, man.
Oh, don't stop at all.
But Zidane, I can stop a while ago for talk to Zidane. Was Zidane there?
Yes, drive.
Is that Matthew?
Mm-hmm.
Are you come find out?
Yes.
Okay. Question. What kind of answer that you give the man regarding the yellow? The yellow. If you can ask him a question, you don't have to answer him, but I feel like more ask you. You back then when you were going to school, you had any interest in civics?
Yeah.
I never did any at all. You did civics any at all?
Yes.
Not so sure, Listen, man, not because it has been done over the years, it means it's right.
I never said it.
You get me?
I never said
no.
Right.
Your response was, but it has already been like that. In other words, in essence, you are saying the man shouldn't have a problem because it has already been like that. Correct?
No, I'm saying I'm surprised that he was that. He was calling it pathetic. I'm saying it's the norm, really.
He ought to be. He ought to be because it's not representing the flag of Jamaica. Full stop. He ought to be. And you know what? More big up Pavel Williams, for bringing back civics into the school, into the class.
But you and yes.
Yeah, man. More big up Pavel Williams, the former minister of education, for bringing back civics into the school. So I give Jamaica 10 years, Jamaicans 10 years, youngsters especially, they start think different and have different views about them country, the flag, and so on. I'll be surprised how you answer the man. You go on to.
Yeah, what I'm saying, why would it be the norm if it's that bad or that wrong? What do you think is the cause of that?
It ought not to be. My girlfriend got a ticket 4 years ago. You know why? Because she have to pay for the ticket. She went to pay for the record we take for the car. Because she went and parked somewhere. We never teach her when me teach her to drive. Say, what me see everybody do it all the while. Me say, oh, Not because you see everybody doing it. Hold on, man.
Yeah.
Not because you see somebody do something this, all the time, it means it's right.
What's the difference in color between gold and yellow?
Gold, it's different, man. You have a distinct different, man.
Or the made.
You know, it's what's called gold, you know. And
Because when we look on some official colors of the national flag, it look yellow to me. Yes.
And again, it no means that it is right. It ought to be corrected.
No, but
most
when
time
we
it's yellow for real. All right, Orville.
Yeah.
He's correct. Most time it is yellow. Not only the track alone.
What?
Even somebody flag with themselves.
Yeah, but I don't know if gold and yellow so different. No, but gold look whatever we call gold is a variation of yellow to me. Yeah.
Even if it is a variation, it ought to be right of the flag of the country.
Then if it is a variation of yellow, then no yellow one. We could call it dark yellow or deep yellow or mellow yellow, but we are going like say I want different color. No yellow, like you have lime green and so on, and green grass green and gold is a variation of yellow.
From a barn till now, what yellow me seen at the flag.
And I'm saying to you, Zidane, not because it has become the norm. It is correct. No, I'm not mean correct.
Me not know the big difference. Me you colorblind. Because me not know the big difference.
I will never ask you the question again. Does not mean it is correct?
I am saying I don't know.
No. Answer my question. Does something that is a norm mean it is right or correct? You, the English teacher, may ask them.
If it
you say words make difference. You know?
If it is accepted as norm, then it shouldn't be considered pathetic.
Oh, you
exactly.
You add the word accepted.
Yeah,
that's a difference. Yeah, I don't know.
It has been accepted. So if they put something there,
I never added. You may hold your English language person. We never accepted. Me ask a specific question.
The color of gold is a rich yellowish metallic hue.
Yellowish metallic. So you have a sheen on it, Orville. Yes.
I don't know major difference.
Exactly. That's the point I was making.
Orville, listen to me. To get specific pride.
When we are looking at it in the thing now, upon what them call gold. No one yellow something I look and see.
Correct. Do the right thing, Virgin. Do the right thing. That's my thing. And major, and I really that me call about it. But Mr. Say, me surprised. Zidane said that.
Why?
You know, cannot surprise.
Because it's the norm. Generally accepted. Because I usually see that from a ball, me I see yellow as the flag. Jerseys for both track and field athletes. Look at Chilean Fraser Price and Usain Bolt. He's yellow. The reggae boy is yellow.
You don't hear me
so it can't be pathetic then. Me hear you, man, but me say it can't be pathetic.
Yeah, people have been getting away with parking and no fees and police. Ticket them and say, but if people do it all the while, it no mean sense, right?
All right,
that's me talk about.
All right.
That me say. And we too often the wrong thing is being endorsed and we don't check out if it's right before we endorse it. I say, nothing wrong with it. If it's wrong, it is wrong. Full stop.
All right. Yes.
So me ask you one question.
Yeah.
Me not ask you too long. Me ask you one question. And the provocative one. Mm-hmm. How many of those who did not vote for Mike Ricketts? No, let me not say. No, that's wrong. I did not contest the position that Mike held. So it's Caribbean Football Union, I said?
Vice President, yes.
How many
the people who did not oppose him or did not try to run for his position know about Mike Ricketts' we call it now, success in Jamaica.
Big
Jamaica
man.
football.
Mike Ricketts is the president. Then may I go answer you? Okay. Mike Ricketts is the president of a national federation called Jamaica.
That's correct.
Therefore, Mike Ricketts and his job description and job exploits are in full view of the public. So
you're saying?
You're
saying they would know.
If they want to know, them know, or if they really want to know, them know. Clearly, they don't see anything wrong with the stewardship of the JFF. Why they can't give him a very high position in the Caribbean football. And one security company run where they're not sure what they're going. At the Jamaica Football Federation, he is the president of. So clearly, they haven't seen anything in his stewardship that prevents them from holding him in pretty high esteem.
I don't know what they know, and I don't know what they don't know. But I wouldn't have a problem if people now head over heels about his re-election or the fact that nobody had contested his position. I mean, I see, but it should have been a big, to be honest with you, because if you ask me, that position has nothing to do with Jamaican football, if you ask.
No, me never. All I'm saying, Baba, Jamaica has a football president. All of the other association, them around the region, have a association. All of the country, them have a association. Trinidad, Barbados. Eh?
And then it's someone for a big up. You know something that have a
no, but no one different argument. That's a different argument. Huh? I'm saying that's a one completely different argument. I'm saying Mike.
I'm just saying that him will be a big up.
Was voted.
Almost a beg for big up Michael.
No. Was not just voted. He was voted in unopposed. That means him did have the position already. So for the last 2 terms,
you almost a forest way.
No, I never.
A couple of days ago, you come up with it today.
I came back.
As the gentleman said earlier on, who brought his financial skills, because most people don't know.
No, hold on. No, driver, I won't allow you to get over. When the Jamaica, when we were in shambles, or when the issue came up with FIFA, where them restrict the amount, me never hear nobody blame Dennis Strong. And my cricket said them did a call for. So if you're going to call for my cricket's head, hold on, hold the line. Make we come back and continue that part.
The JSC Group, Jamaica Stock Exchange, Jamaica Central Securities Depository Limited, and JCSD Trustee Services, providing a fair, efficient, and transparent stock market for over 45 years. The time by the Jamaica Stock Exchange Group is 2:15.
We may be all over the world, but we're still in this together. Feel, make it easy for you get your money. So if you have to get a thing from your brother or mommy, hey, it's not Insta, it's a MoneyGram. So check your phone, your money land. BNBS money transfer. Safer, faster, easier. Sign up for BNBS direct to bank account transfer today. No matter step out behind the line, straight in your account, money reach long time. BNBS money transfer.
Yes, it's tax time. March 17 is the due date for your income tax returns. Self-employed individuals are required to file their annual returns SO4 and estimated return SO4A, the income tax, education tax, NHT, and NIS due and payable on one return. Companies are required to file the ITO2, which is the annual return, and the estimated return ITO7. Visit jamaicatax.gov.jm or call 888-TAX-HELP for details. Tax Administration Jamaica, working together to serve you even better.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and number one daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
Driver, I've one more for you, right? I'm looking at something right now. We are Google and see. Google is a wonderful thing. You know? After After dissolution of the West Indies Federation, a group formed in 1958 of British-ruled islands, Jamaica moved quickly to establish a national flag in anticipation of its Independence Day, August 6, 1962. The Legislative Committee responsible agreed that the flag should have the colors black, yellow, and green. I never go, you know. So when the Legislative Committee did form in 1958 to decide on a flag color, and a black, yellow, and green, them did say, no, we just call it gold too. We want some.
I learned that, I will.
All right, big man. Me not tell you where you can't Google it.
I understand that, but I'm saying people are going to tell you what they're taught. Whenever they feel like it was gold, we were taught that when I was going to high school in the 80s. Yeah.
Me remember, me I try to remember if I never yellow me learn it as.
No man, gold man. I 80s me left school in
No. Me sure know say black, yellow, and green. Gold is a thing where the Rasta man say it's gold and green and thing. Yellow me used to know. Now that we think about it.
Go back to my cricket, man.
Hey, my cricket.
So like you want debunk.
My cricket. Hold on, my cricket now. When we were in, let me just cut to the chase, man. When we were in, when we did get in issue with FIFA with that
I want to
money.
I want to take 3 seconds to set
And
up
my
while-
cricket's
while
with
you
the
go.
W.
You think about it, man.
Yeah.
Hold on, man. No. Before you even answer, it's to that point.
Yeah.
While you answer the question, how much chartered accountants are a part of JFF? Go on, sir.
Me don't
Go on,
know
defend my cricket.
what does that matter.
Go on, man.
What does that have to do with
Go
what
on,
me
go
attack?
on. Go on, defend my.
I'm going to
In other
defend
words,
it.
I'm saying, in other words, I'm simply saying, for them to fix the financial problem, it would have no brain if you ask me.
I am
With
saying
two
my
chartered
part.
accountants are part of the JFF.
No. You have me
to
talk about two
include
different
any
something. Me and you talk about two different something. I am saying when we got in that issue with FIFA, I never heard a soul blaming Dennis Strong or the finance committee. But me have to run still. And my cricket's with the blame. So if we get out of the problem, then why are my crickets must get the credit? Anyway, leave it there, drive. So we can knock the man when we get into the issue. But we must not praise the man when we get out of the issue. That can't be rational. We go back online. Back on. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah.
This is Mr. Chin in Chicago.
Mr. Chin in Chicago.
What are you doing, Mr. Chin?
I'm doing well. You know, I've had a problem getting through to you guys since December. I didn't even get to vote.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, sorry about that.
In the call up yet. Yeah, man. Even last week I called, I was on the phone for more than 12 minutes. And then the phone went dead after that. I just explained that to the gentleman and answered down the line. But anyway.
Yeah.
Luckily I got through to them. It took about 3 months. Now, Orville.
Yes, sir.
And Zidane.
Yes.
You gentlemen are totally wrong on the colors of the flag. Look it up. Even when you said you Google, the color of the flag is black, gold, and green.
Well, I mean, I said something was said otherwise.
Period.
Well, I never.
No. That Google thing.
Hold on.
Is absolutely wrong.
I never said it was yellow.
Anyone in color.
No, hold on, Chin, man. I never said it was it's yellow, though. I'm just saying most times Jamaicans representative wear the color yellow to represent the flag and not gold.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes.
And
That's what I'm.
and okay, listen to this. The color of the flag when it started, the inception of the flag was black, gold, and green. It has always been black, gold, and green. We were taught in school black, gold, and green.
Do we use the term gold and yellow interchangeably?
No, not
because
the flag. That only came to being. That came to being. I think the color being used yellow. I think that came to being somewhere in the 90s when China started making the flag.
Oh, so that's the yellow come in.
Yes, and Driver or that other gentleman is not the only. As a matter of fact, this flag thing was discussed on this program before last year. Not in deep discussion.
Yeah, I think I remember. Man, it was man. The same caller brought it up, man. The same caller was among the discussion.
Yeah.
But when me look on gold, I really yellow me see them.
No, man, gold is a total different
from yellow.
From yellow. Totally different. And it might look, it's so for example, you're looking at purple, and then you might look at what out of mauve or something just lavender. They're not purple. They're though, but the point is though, Jamaica is the only country that I know of that has substituted one color in its flag. No, look it up. No other color has done it. No other country has done that. And the fact that it seems like it's become norm, like I think Driver said, it is still wrong. I mean, it's the norm in Jamaica for every year you hear that we murder more than 1,000 people. It's normal.
No man,
does that make it right?
No man, nobody go with murder and with a different.
No man, I know. But it's right and wrong. It's right and wrong though. We have come to so used to hearing that 1,500, 1,050, 1,400 people murdered last year.
No, man. I don't want you to relate to murder. How does normalizing murder is the same thing as normalizing yellow or
murder?
Come on.
I use murder because I really wanted to get the point that normal does not mean right. Because
no, man.
When they use another analogy,
normal sometimes. No, hold on, man. Normal at times can be acceptable. That is my word. What is normal can be acceptable. 1,000 murder can never be acceptable, my boy. So I'm saying it's acceptable for we to. Yeah, then that me talk about.
I am saying if we make a thing,
don't use your
yellow,
English
green, and
speak.
gold,
Don't use the English speak for the caller, man. When he asks you a question, but I use the English speak for the caller, you change to acceptable. You move, you click button.
Well, no, man. I'm not talking about what is right and what is wrong. Can me say some Google thing where them say yellow? But for me, when me look on the flag, when them say gold, I yellow mistakes.
Google is 100% wrong on that.
All right.
100%. Ask your culture minister or anybody. I mean, this is something that has been discussed many times over, not just in Jamaica, even Jamaicans here abroad. And this is something that is being discussed by because I listen to a lot of different Jamaican programs. And if I listen to Irifem and Kabu and Muta and them a lot. And this is a problem, has been a problem to them for decades, why they're using yellow instead of gold, and yellow is not the color of it.
Are there shades of yellow? Is gold a shade of yellow?
I don't know if gold is a shade of yellow, but whether it's a shade of yellow or not, it's not like you can get the color gold.
Is gold a color?
I don't know one.
It is a color for our flag. That's the point.
Gold, it's a good question that you know. Is gold a color? One color named gold. Go I never a gold t-shirt. A yellow t-shirt you have on.
Yeah. No man, it's not. No man, yellow is different from gold. May I ask you a question? The ring, if you have a ring on your finger and it's gold, is that a yellow ring?
Lord Jesus, my boss. No man, because
no, don't Lord Jesus.
Oh well, no, because in rings. That not yellow, but me I talk about I see in the flag.
Not in the ring. The reason why
is gold a color or is gold a shade?
No, listen, regardless if the point is a color or not. The reason why it seems acceptable to so many persons, that argument is Zidane. Because Zidane say yellow is the only color he knew. Maybe Zidane was born in the 90s. But gold is.
All right, so maybe I'm right. Maybe me right. I'm not going to claim right this panel.
And we need to move away from this yellow thing and go back to the original color of the flag. And that's why we need to be all these things.
Watch Reggae Boys Friday night. Now you're going to see the color. They will. It's not gold. The Reggae Boys jersey Friday night will not have any gold in it. It will be yellow.
And like I said, they're somewhat deviated. I don't know what's the reason.
No, I am Googling now. What a picture of the national flag.
Orville.
When me Google Orville. The Jamaican flag, yellow, you say Orville. I yellow me I see you know.
Orville. Yeah. Because they've been using yellow I think from the 90s. I'm gonna say something to you. I will bet you $100,000. Call your culture minister and ask her what's the true color of the flag or what should it be.
No, but I'm saying when I Google it, when I Google the Jamaican flag.
No, we're not talking about Google.
There's something where I steer back by me, green, yellow, and black. No, but
I will. Yeah. I have heard on this very game program when different callers use certain things that they Google, even though I shot you versus cricket, say, oh, that's not credible. That
no, because, no, but me talk about what me I look on right so in front of my eyes. Me not talk about something where.
Yeah, but what you're looking at
where we not know evidence about.
The point I'm trying to make.
So you tell me say my eyes are fool me.
Google. No, what I'm saying to you, what you're looking at Google is a
no, but me not talk about this Google, you know. Every time I see an official national flag, the color where me I see a yellow, you know. And that me I try to tell you.
Hold on.
So when me go to the stadium and them hoist the national flag, I yellow me look one.
I have a flag. Hold on, I have a flag in my house, Jamaican flag, 3 feet by 5 feet, I think, a huge flag. It's black, green, and gold.
All right. So we have a different.
I've had that from about 1991.
All right, so leave it this.
It's black. I have a huge flag in my house. It's black, green, and gold.
All right, leave it there, my boss. We clearly have to different things. Just. All right.
No, it's not. We're not seeing different things.
No, man. Me and you.
But it's nice listening to you guys, man. Huh?
Yeah, man. Cool.
Nice that I could get you.
Yeah, man. I listen to you guys. Even though I couldn't get through, I'm still listening, you know. But yeah.
All right, Chin.
Chin from Chicago.
Yeah.
All right, cool. We're coming up. Let's go back online. Hello. The man them know I give my cricket the credit to turn around the JFF coffers. But them want blame him when the thing. Me not understand them people. And hello. Hello.
All right,
I could
I will
take
take the break. We're coming back.
For financial news and the latest developments in the business community and economy, Financially Speaking is the top choice. Join me, your host Errol Gregory, Mondays and Wednesdays at 12:30 p.m. as we look at current economic issues, provide small business tips, and help you to build your business and portfolio. That's Financially Speaking, sponsored by Jamaica Stock Exchange, JSC Online Trading.
It's now time for Sports in a Minute, sponsored by EdgeChem, Western Sports, Megamart, Spectrum Insurance Brokers, Dangel Auto Spares and Accessories Limited, and Fosrich.
The Professional Footballers Association, PFA, says the safety of female footballers is being put at risk by substandard playing conditions in major matches. Arsenal were beaten 2-0 by Real Madrid in their Women's Champions League quarterfinal first leg on Tuesday in a match played at the dreadful conditions at the Estadio Alfredo de Stefano. Playing conditions at the stadium, usually used by Real Madrid men's reserves team, deteriorated quickly with large patches of mud appearing on the pitch. It followed complaints from players and pundits after Saturday's Women's League Cup final between Chelsea and Manchester City at Pride Park, home of Championship side Derby County. The pitch featured an uneven surface and large patches of mud and bare turf. And that's your sports in a minute.
Sports in a Minute was sponsored by EdgeChem, changing lives 1 gallon at a time. Western Sports, the sports beat. Megamart, best value by far. Spectrum Insurance Brokers, setting the industry standard. Dangel Auto Spares and Accessories Limited at 20 Balmoral Avenue, Kingston 10, and shop number 10, 1A Chapelton Road. Call 876-929-9146. And Fosrich.
Listen up, Jamaica. At Fosrich, everybody's getting a solar water heater. $20,000 deposit. 6 months to pay. What a deal. Fosrich Financing.
For financial news and the latest developments in the business community and economy, Financially Speaking is the top choice. Join me, your host Errol Gregory, Mondays and Wednesdays at 12:30 p.m. as we look at current economic issues, provide small business tips, and help you to build your business and portfolio. That's Financially Speaking, sponsored by Jamaica Stock Exchange, JSC Online Trading.
Working at Teleton, yeah. Teleton, what's up, Pastor Lee?
The Teleton is what's up, Bishop.
What time is this?
Sunday, March 9 to Sunday, March 30, 2025. With the Teleton revealed during the church service starting at 11 a.m. Call in and sow or make a donation online and add in all your donation details.
This is a listener-supported gospel radio station winning the lost and the least for Jesus Christ, changing lives around the world, one person at a time.
If you are blessed by this radio ministry, please donate to keep the station on air by donating online, www.omegaradio.co. Cash App, $WOIB 1019, Zelle 954-773-4444, or for our local friends in Jamaica, NCB 361 400 372, or Jamaica National 200-0026-7789, or write our headquarters for the Caribbean in Kingston, Jamaica, 1780 Road, Kingston 5, Jamaica, or our U.S. headquarters at 11030 Wilds Road, Coral Springs, Florida, or the Omega headquarters in Europe in Nottingham.
If we have been a blessing to you, help us to be a blessing to others in Jesus Christ's name.
This is Wayne Manning
and Elizabeth Manning saying thank you in advance
for your generosity and your support to this station.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and number one daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
All right, so we have some text. So we squeeze them and hear what the texts are.
It's now time for text messages on the sports desk.
This is I don't understand these people at all. First, they were saying the government should not have painted the stadium in the national flag, and then in the same breath, saying that the yellow is wrong. People, it either is the flag color or not. Gold in its purest form is yellow. This is rapper. Orville Higgins, this is off Google just now. What is man say? The Jamaican flag was black, green, and gold, with a gold that diagonal cross dividing the flag. So yeah, the man took off a Google said this is good. The flag has always been black, green, and gold. Check the GIS website. Good afternoon. I want to ask if gold is different from yellow. If so, how much different? That's my thing to it.
Exactly.
Me not see
the big deal. I don't see
me not see the big deal. It appears that Jack Asgarvey has buy out the first caller spot from Mount. Oh, all right. Garvey buy out the first caller segment. Big up to the man them. I want to talk about the curious case of West Indies wicketkeeper. Oh yes, I want to talk about this as well. Hope came back for Barbados and kept wicket while batting at 6. Imlach and De Silva are going bar for bar in run scoring. I wonder who will get the gloves for West Indies on the Saturday. Let me talk a little bit about that. Shea Hope came back for Barbados, batted at 6 and was the wicket keeper. Right? He only kept in one innings because Trinidad only bat one. Trinidad beat him by 8. Now, Darren Sammy has been promising, has been hinting that him go and get some of them white ball cricketers in at the test team. Shea Hope batting at 6 for Barbados and keeping wicket. I am assuming that is not just because Shea Hope won. I get the feeling that Darren Sammy says something to Shea Hope in his ears and said, "Here, go and keep and bat down the road." Because she has always batted 3 and 4 for Barbados and did not keep wicket. So Shea Hope keeping Shea Hope might not play the next round. I think he might for Pakistan T20 League crap. But I hear that he might also be part of that. The fact that Shea Hope kept wicket and bat at 6 people, could this be an indication that neither Imlach or De Silva will get the gloves? You hear me that one about De Silva and Imlach scratch some runs the other day and De Silva a pile up the 100. But Sammy, who won Shea Hope, because whole heap of people want Shea Hope play test cricket. With him 25 average. But I've always said, if Shea Hope wants to get his way into the team, maybe that is the position if he try to do. Get it as a wicket keeper. Because I think he probably will be contributing a little bit more. But guess what? Shea Hope feel both in it. Barbados get liquid for 80 at the first inning. I must have won 20 at the second time. Shea Hope never did anything special in neither inning. But that, I think, could be instructive. Shea Hope batting down the road with the gloves. Could that mean Darren Sam whisper and ears and say, "You are keeping frustrated"? That would be interesting. So thanks for sending this text. I wanted to talk about it, but it's the... All right, the same thing to do with Chateau is the same thing I'm doing with Garvey. When he calls, I change the station. If he doesn't have any respect for you guys or the program, why call? And this is how he sounds. All right. How far away is gold from yellow? Some people just love to sweat the small stuff. The track looks great as is. There are far greater issues we have in the country than to be complaining about the colors on the track. This is Hugo from Caribbean States. Boy, the text line full cat. We can't read all of them.
Yeah, it's
read them. Read some later. All right.
We're coming back to the others.
Boy, we never see the text line full stuff here. All right, back on line. Hello.
Yellow.
Alric, how you do?
Yeah, man.
You sure you don't want to say gold?
I got yellow. And that's some take a piece of distraction here.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, so for Arlington time purposes, for the national flag as a symbol, we were all taught
and the official flag of the country is black, green, and gold.
Yes.
But that is a national symbol, national emblem. But for all intents and purposes, we want to get really technical. There's no color. Gold is not a color really, you know, but
Yeah.
gold is a metal.
Yes.
And
Or
the
a
color
shade.
gold, yeah, or a shade of yellow. So the quote unquote gold that we have, that we talk about, is a mixture of two colors.
Yes.
Yellow and brown.
There you go.
Sometimes yellow and orange to get a golden color.
There you go.
But gold, for all intents and purposes, is not a color. The gold is a metal. And if you're talking about color, and my wife is an artist, so I know a little thing about this as well. So if you're talking about color, the three primary colors that we have are red, blue, and yellow. These colors cannot be created by mixing any other color. That is a primary color, essentially. So the three primary colors are red, blue, and yellow. It's from these three primary colors that we get secondary colors. And how we get secondary colors is by mixing these three primary colors together. So for example, if we want to get purple, which is a secondary color, we're going to mix blue and red together to get purple. You want to get orange, you mix red and yellow, you get orange. You want to get green, you mix yellow and blue and you get green. So the three primary colors that exist are red, blue,
If you
and
mix
yellow.
yellow and blue, agree you get?
Yes, if you mix yellow and blue, you get green. And these other colors, when you mix two primary colors, you get a secondary color.
Yeah. All right.
And if you want to get a tertiary color, you mix a primary color, red, blue, and yellow, with a secondary color, a purple, a orange, and a green. I get a tertiary color. It's like a school you go. Primary, secondary, and tertiary.
Yeah.
And then these tertiary colors now is the way you get the different shades now. So I'm going to tell you, say, lavender is not purple. Lavender is a shade of purple.
Yes.
And they have mauve, and they have burgundy, and you have all these different shades.
Yes.
Same thing like green. You have lime green, you have and even any color. You have sky blue, you have royal blue, you have all different kind of blue. There are different shades of the one color. So all of these colors, all of these shades come from the primary color. So gold, for all intents and purposes, even though it is the color on the national flag, gold is not really a color. Gold is a mixture of two different colors to get a golden thing.
Yeah.
That golden look, because the color gold, is just trying to replicate the look of the metal. That is why they call it gold.
Yes.
But it's not really a color, as we talk about color. Gold is really a metal.
That's what the arts driver, if gold is actually a color.
So silver is not a metal. Silver is not a color either. Silver is a metal. They mine out of the earth.
Yeah.
There you go.
But we used to make ring and bracelets and all of these things. But to answer the question, the national flag color is black, green, and gold. That is how, as the man says, chin, it is when the Chinese themselves, they mass produce the flag them to sell all over the world. They use the yellow, but to me, it's like splitting here. So while the fact is...
Exactly, my boss.
While the fact is classified as gold, and that's what we were taught, and if you go to JIS anyway, they're going to tell you it's black, green, and gold. But gold is simply a shade of yellow. If a man say a yellow, it makes sense that
big deal.
If
they put yellow there.
You want to say the flag color, you're going to say black, green, and gold, because that is what we were taught, and that is the color that they are trying to mimic, the golden color, like you either tip on a ring.
Yes.
But that's what it really is. So that is just to give some context in terms of how we get colors and things. But gold is really not a color. It's a shade of the color yellow.
All right, sir.
So the final thing before me leave is with the J3 and the trial date and the golden league thing.
Yeah.
But as far as I can remember though, isn't the trial always held in either in June, either late June or early July?
Well, I had
For the most part, sometime early June too. June and July. Testing. Whenever we have major tournaments coming up, major championships. So I don't think the J3, while they can facilitate it, fine. But I don't think if it is going to put them out of them way, really, in terms of, because these athletes
and the Golden Meet people them know when they most of the countries have them trials.
Me think it
so they must organize their thing.
Me think it presumptuous to say to the J trades
Exactly.
no change
And that's
the
the
trial.
point I'm getting at.
As long as the athletes know, I
When
want
the
to know
trial
at
is-
what stage is the trial date
Trial.
set for the athletes.
They organize themselves around that time.
If the athletes know so from January or February, so the date for the trials is X, then they go ahead and sign contracts for meet that clash with the trials. Me nothing at the trials date for change.
No, I mean, I agree. The trial date not for change because end of the day, they know exactly when the thing is set.
Then again, I could ask Alric, what does the J3s have to lose by changing the trials date? It may be just a question of make a move it to the next week.
And I think if it is a big deal for them, and because they would have to run them,
because
it's a big deal. They can ship it either earlier, a week earlier, 2 weeks earlier, 2 weeks later.
Yeah,
It would be a big deal,
because they're professional athletes, I want them to earn maximum.
yes, I want exactly. You want that at the same time.
But let us say that the J trades has compelling reason why them can't change. For whatever reason, TV rights, whatever.
Don't change the date.
If it is going to be no massive inconvenience to change the date, well, they are needed.
Yes,
I don't know.
I don't. Make a choice. And then go earn the money.
Then cover the trial.
But it appears that the Diamond League, that particular Diamond League meet will still happen, even if there's a change. So I don't think you'll make back that.
But are the Michael Johnson fourth Grand Slam now? But them said directly clash with trials.
But it's the Diamond League a series of meets, as I understand it. You have like about
the fourth one.
Don't remember the number of meets that they have.
Them is a Grand Slam. Them name it just like how you have 4 slam in a tennis.
Yeah.
That's why them call it Grand Slam. You know, it mimics Wimbledon and the US.
Hold on. So this that is going to clash. That we're talking about the trial. Is
the fourth one here? The last one. The last one of the Grand Slam. Me a clash with trials based on one.
Well, it can't possibly be a problem, but if it's going to put them out of them way.
They are saying the World Championship is all the way in September this time around. So
them can't
the trials never needed to be this early, and they're questioning why was it set this early. So,
because always June.
No, but in the summer.
Like August. No,
summer.
August.
So it's September. That's a
Not
fair
August.
point.
But yes, if that is the case, if it's September, then them can push it down and probably can facilitate it. If it's September.
All right, big caller, Alric. As usual, excellent stuff.
Yeah, man, cool.
Big up.
Yeah. We take the break, yeah, or we go straight?
We take the break, man. Break time. It's coming.
Are you interested in working in media? Well, this may very well be your chance. Omega Radio is seeking persons to fill the positions of receptionist, traffic coordinator, accountant, and sales executives. If you think you have the right attitude and the drive to be a part of this team, then WhatsApp or call 876-204-9356 or email us at omegaradio@theomegachurch.com.
You're listening to Omega Radio, broadcasting live. Omega Radio.
Jamaica's next chapter is approaching. Get ready for a pivotal moment in Jamaica's economic future. This Thursday, March 20, Prime Minister Dr. the Most Honorable Andrew Holness will take center stage to make his contribution to the 2025-26 budget debate, outlining the government's plans to drive growth, development, and prosperity for all Jamaicans. Tune in to hear the Prime Minister's vision for the country's economic future as he addresses key issues on the economy, job creation, infrastructure development, social welfare initiatives, and more. It's the 8th consecutive budget of no new taxes. Set the date. Don't be late. This Thursday, March 20 at 2:15 p.m. Join the conversation on Jamaica's economic future. Jamaica's next chapter, accelerating growth for your peace, productivity, and prosperity.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and number one daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
Yeah, man, so the text line so
Inundated. So we have to go take a few. Give me the look at the next cat. I like it.
Text message. It's now time for text messages on the sports desk.
Gold is not a color. Gold is an element on the periodic table. Similarly, bronze is not a color. My car was advertised as bronze. On the fitness document, it is brown. I'm an enjoy. Why not send me them thing? The official interpretation of the Jamaican flag is the sun shineth, the land is green, and the people are strong and creative. Gold represents the natural beauty of the sunlight and the wealth of Orville reappointment is different from re-elected. That are the thing with Mike Ricketts. So he was reappointed, not re-elected. Let me see if I agree with you. He went in unopposed. So he wasn't re-elected. He was reappointed. Reappointed by whom? I don't know if I want to fully agree with that. See what you're saying. Was he, but what difference does it make whether he was reappointed or re-elected?
Was he voted?
There was no challenger, so he retained his post. Okay. So, was he re-elected or reappointed?
So,
none of them two.
Why wasn't he challenged? You usually know what happens when you're not challenged.
When you're not challenged, people who elect you
pretty much know.
Decide to them now, but vote you out.
Yeah, you're gone.
So it is an election that
you're re-elected, man. The reason why there are no challenges is because they know the people who vote.
No, but yes, because this time there was no election. So
Okay.
they can understand why technically he said he was re-elected.
Oh yes.
Yeah, because re mean it to the hat again.
Yeah.
But me don't know if you could call it an appointment, reappointed. You can be reappointed when you were elected in the first place.
You weren't appointed initially.
No, so you can't be reappointed
either. Yeah.
So neither re-elected nor reappointed. But we know
He went in unopposed.
He went in unopposed.
He went back unopposed.
That's the way. Brilliant. Just do what you do, Euclid. Really don't give a hoot about who not bigging up Sir Ricky. Well, me not big up the all no, me not big up the man. No. Me just say the business of the FIFA thing and that bring up all of this where people are saying he should not get any credit. Fine, you can get that. He deserves no credit. But if he deserves no credit for fixing this issue with FIFA, then he never deserved any blame. If for the finance people who no credit for the turnaround, then are the finance people them who no should not blame when we did get you in trouble. You can't have it both ways. If the financial people had created this problem and at them I get the credit now, then at them did for blame, not my credit. And if my cricket should be credited now, then if my cricket was blamed, then I forget credit. All right. We'll read some more after this cat. Still a lot coming in. I'm gonna read that one. At the end of the English, no, this is yesterday. Actually. Yesterday. All right. So let's go back online. All right. 615-2841. And we can come back online. 615-2841 or 676-6960.
Yeah, man. Call through and let your voice be heard on any sporting topic of your choice. Well, let me see this.
Yeah.
So they're saying. Oh, somebody is saying to me, what about beach football? Because there was a beach football tournament. Jamaica was the part of it because they were in top 8. They only have 290 points, while the 8th place team have over 1,000 points. It means that the team is not active. So what is going on with beach football? And because then wasn't there some legal matters involving beach soccer versus beach football?
That's when the JFF election is going on.
Yeah. So the person is saying, where's beach football at now? Since somebody voted as the administrator for beach football in Jamaica. Good question. Hello.
Hello?
Yeah. Good afternoon.
Orville, David.
David.
Yeah, sometime last week,
On the track matter, you did interview the president that year,
Yeah.
and he said the track has to be passed by some people from the IOC. Is that still the situation?
I think him call them the World Athletics Association. Yeah, man, only them can certify track.
So what they think when people are run with it to the track down on a level 2?
No, well, he hasn't received any formal document. And when I spoke to Mr. Lockaby, the man who made the new track or designed it, him say him don't know about the downgrading.
Okay, then. I have to agree with you. We are working with Mr. Gill till further notice.
Yes, me agree. Until the official body come and said this track is no longer a level 1 track, it is level 2. Me I work with the fact that it's still a level 1.
Yes, because I know where people get that the information and they don't run with it so quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah. So next thing on the Grand Slap thing,
Yeah.
I'm very skeptic about it when I hear about that meet there. I burn them out, burn out the youth them, man. They're coming like some slave trade business.
Slave trade?
Slave trade.
Why you call it that?
Why? Yeah.
That's too much for them, man. That's to make them work, overwork the young athlete them come out at an early stage.
No, it's not really an event. It's not really an event for young athletes.
God, burn out.
Well, it's not really an event for young athletes. They're just deciding to give the top 8 an opportunity to be a part of it from child.
I don't think that's too much galloping to them, too much miles on the leg.
No, not necessarily.
Such a young age.
No, sir, not necessary. I don't think
so. I should show you that situation before, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, persons have always spoken about that, but I don't buy that argument that the athletes are being about.
Okay, well, that's your opinion. I beg to differ.
All right.
Anyway, I will have it. Big up on yourself.
Big up, David.
David, me tell you, say you're one of the most improved caller, you know. You're not so bramble like one time.
You never bramble no time, man.
Oh, you never bramble?
A Westmoreland man can't bramble.
All right, now that you put it that way, then I agree.
Unfortunately, you're from Clarendon.
Are we?
No, you.
Me?
Yeah.
No, me come from the 2 places.
No, man, you must come from one and then grow up in one. You come from one and grow up in the other.
No, me come from the 2 places.
Okay.
The two places help shape me, you know.
All right.
Yeah. Big up, All
right, big up, David.
Yeah.
All right, so yeah, we're coming up to 3 o'clock. We go back online. Hello.
Hey, Orville, you can hear me?
Yeah.
All right, how you doing, man? This is Peter James calling from Virginia. I'm just heading down to Jamaica to watch this triple header match on Saturday. So I just wanted to give you a shout.
This is Peter James from Manning?
Yes. Yeah, from Manning.
Big up Peter James, man. You're calling from the Nobel Institution, Baba. What say you?
Yes, sir. No, it's just that I'm excited about this game, the triple header that we have down at Manning.
Oh, yes,
This Saturday.
Yeah, man. Talk about it.
Yes.
Talk about it.
So I wanted just to let you know we have 3 matches playing on Saturday. This Saturday, the first match is at 1 p.m., the second match is at 2:30, and there's a 4:30 match. But the featured match is why people should want to come, because you have people like Hugh, Topper Whitmore, Hector Wright, Linval Dixon, Teagat Davis.
It's big things.
Donald Hewitt, Linval,
big things in that one down there,
Michael Cholo.
Yeah.
Yes, man.
That feature game is who against who?
It's a Hopeton Kelly Memorial football match.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And what happens is that you have man from who win the match back in 1978 coming to play against Reggae Boys. You know what I mean?
No, man.
I'm excited about it.
What I want you to tell them,
the whole of Westmoreland are come down, so I just want to make sure everybody know about it.
What I want you to tell them, James, is which 2 teams, what the team them name we're going to take part in that memorial.
All right, sounds good. So the 1 p.m. team is the Jamaica Fire Brigade. A play against the police, the Jamaica Constabulary Force right there. And the reason why we're playing that match is because Cecil Pringle Silla died last year, and the Fire Brigade man them said they want to come and do something on behalf of Silla.
All right, Cecil Pringle, for those who don't know, is a Manning's old boy. He was a big baller and also played for Reno as well.
Yes.
Right.
Yes, and he used to play for Reno.
Yeah. And the second game.
His second game is Manning's DaCosta team against Prune Technical at 2:30.
The current the Manning's team that will play this year's DaCosta Cup.
Yes.
Against Fru.
Yes.
Current DaCosta team.
Against Prune Tech.
All right.
Yes.
Final.
And the final
the last
game.
one now is a big one at 4:30.
And that is who versus who?
The names that we may call out. Eh?
No, but you're not giving us teams. You're just giving us names. Who will play who in that invitation?
Okay, so it's called the 1978 Elron Cup champions against former Reggae Boys.
So we did win.
Mostly the former Reggae Boys.
Manning's did win one cup named the 1978 Elron Cup.
Yes, we won the Elron Cup back there.
What is the Elron Cup?
So the Elron Cup is the under 14 cup.
Oh.
And the reason why we kind of having this kind of memorial is because there's a guy named Hoopton Kelly where they put out his head out the door and they lick it off and lick it off in his head. Yes, and he died back then.
I remember as a youth man is hear about it. Yes.
Yes.
So it's the members of that team who will be playing against some stalwart reggae boy.
Exactly. And we started that in 2023, but this time around it's going to be huge because a lot of the guys are coming because they're still actually, because Cesar Pringle died last year. Yeah. And the man them want to come and say, you know what, they're going to play and celebrate Cesar Pringle too. You know what I mean?
Yes, man.
So we just let you know, say, I coming down there and I bring down the whole everybody
will come, man. I'm not tell us the man them reach out to me, Dirk and the whole crew, Turbs and the whole crew. So me have a pass through as well. So big up that whole Manning's link. Yes. It has been a while that I haven't gone back to Manning. So it should be a grand reunion this Saturday.
Yeah, man, it's going to be huge. We have an after party,
Yeah, man.
We have an after party
them.
with Billy Slaughter, family from Stone Love coming down.
Big day. Football and vibes are going on the night. James, we can't miss it.
Yes, it's that triple header. Nobody know I missed this one. You know that?
All right.
Everybody excited.
Is there a cost to come in? Text me and let me know.
Yeah, man. It's 1,500 to come in.
All right, cool. All right, people, so if you're anywhere near that side of the world, come over, Manning. Should be good. Enough reggae boy coming to support the car. Of ex-reggae boy. We'll take a break. We're coming back.
Go straight to Western Sports for all your track and field needs, like spikes, high jump equipment, throwing implements, hurdles, not to mention your team tracksuits, running tights, vests, and shorts. The time by Western Sports, the sports people, is
3:00.
Jamaica's next chapter is approaching. Get ready for a pivotal moment in Jamaica's economic future. This Thursday, March 20, Prime Minister Dr. the Most Honorable Andrew Holness will take center stage to make his contribution to the 2025-26 budget debate, outlining the government's plans to drive growth, development, and prosperity for all Jamaicans. Tune in to hear the Prime Minister's vision for the country's economic future as he addresses key issues on the economy, job creation, infrastructure development, social welfare initiatives, and more. It's the 8th consecutive budget of no new taxes. Set the date. Don't be late. This Thursday, March 20 at 2:15 p.m. Join the conversation on Jamaica's economic future. Jamaica's next chapter, accelerating growth for your peace, productivity, and prosperity.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and number one daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
All right, so time now for music, and it's Yaba Day. It's a Wednesday, so you know how that goes. And the music brought to you by Yaba and Edge Campaigns. And this one is Tomorrow Night, featuring Anne-Marie.
Tomorrow night will be our night for loving. Yes, tomorrow night will be our night for love. I'll hold you close and tell you that I love you. I love you. You hold me tight Tomorrow night, I'll hold you close, my darling, and squeeze you tight, and tell you of my love. Yes, tomorrow night we'll be all night together. Tomorrow night we'll be on time for love. Tonight it's just a dance, a touch of glass, romance to follow. Pretending we're just friends until we meet again tomorrow. Tonight it's just a dance, a touch of glass, romance to follow. Pretending we're just friends until we meet again tomorrow. Tomorrow night will be our night for loving. Yes, tomorrow night will be our time for love. And so tonight I'll hold you and I'll lose you. But tomorrow night, that's all I'm thinking of.
All right, then that's Tomorrow Night and Marie, and that's brought to you by our Yaba friends. We big up Yaba as always for providing that musical selection. All right, so we go back online, 615-2841. 615-2841. Hello.
Hello, good afternoon.
Afternoon.
Sounds
like Victor. Victor?
No, this is Kwame Automobile.
Oh, Kwame Automobile.
Yes, man. Love the program as usual.
We're not hearing it so clearly, Kwame.
All right, man, see if we can adjust the headset. Give me.
You sound like you're off the phone. You're on speaker or something.
Yes.
No, man, take it off.
I'm trying to get that back. Right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, the program has been excellent so far.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
And how about it? How is it?
Much better.
Yeah, man. So the color thing with the National Stadium still. That caller that explained who called him whose wife was an artist.
That's Eric.
He explained it perfectly. Gold is not a color. Gold is a derivative of yellow. It's just a metallic derivative of the color yellow. And I want to add my 2 cents to that. Years ago, I was fortunate enough to be an extra in a movie. Mm-hmm. And that movie was set back in the 1930s.
Yes.
Now, when we went to the props to get our clothes to wear, one of the learned stage director came and said, you cannot wear that color because those colors did not exist in those times. A lot of these modern colors like the lavenders and the lime green, those colors did not exist back in those times. So there's no way we are making a constitution in 1962 and state that the color is going to be gold. Because gold was not a color. These are modern derivatives of yellow. It's just that we want to say that how the color is presented, we want to present the flag with the metallic yellow.
So when the color was being conceptualized in 1962, the word gold was not what we used.
It was not what we used, exactly.
Then me not tell him, man, this is something saying 1958, the wording was yellow.
Yes, the wording is yellow, but we want to use the metallic yellow. Still yellow.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a semantics. Just semantics. But the caller who's by is an artist. He explained it perfectly, so we can leave off of that.
Yeah, man.
So I have too much quick things to do to chime in with today. But Orville and Zidane never set you guys up.
Yeah.
I'm telling you guys I'm gonna set you up. I'm gonna ask you guys to describe to me what happened at the National Stadium. Was it repaired? Was it refurbished? What is the proper terminology of what happened there?
Repaired.
Repaired would be the perfect word.
Okay. As opposed to refurbished, right?
Yeah.
All right. What was the justification for doing it? I heard two things. I heard it was.
Let me just get straight. When I talked to Mr. Lockham, he said that there were things. He said first, let me see if we can recall exactly. That interview was done on CVM last night, on the show name Fan Center. Between 8 and 9, I think it's probably you can find it on YouTube. Between 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, CVM TV last night, I spoke to Mr. Lockham. So I'm not telling you not what Uno can Google and find last night. So let me see if I can recapture it. He said the first thing they did was give the truck a big power wash to get rid of the grease and the grime and the thing. He said then he noticed that the truck had some, what you call it, some wave in it.
Yeah, uneven.
Where dilations or dilutions, I think the word. Dilations. Right. So there was some ebbs and flows in it. He said that they had to sort out that. He also said that there was about, I don't remember the number, maybe 200 or whatever the numbers of little spots on the track.
Yes.
All over that 400 meters that they needed to fix as well. Plus they put some rubbers and some other things underneath the track itself. So it was far from just being a paint job. So there were spots that they had to fix. They had to smooth out the dilutions or the dilations. I don't want to call the wrong word for them say. Oh, Mr. Me an English teacher, I don't know. But I'm trying to use back the word where I think he used. So
the benefit of that, Orville, as you mentioned, is that it saves time in getting the truck ready.
Yeah.
Yes.
And also we save in terms of cost, right?
Well, I don't know about the saving. I'm not going to go so far.
I heard in another report because
but he said that
it's a significant cost saving for doing it that way as opposed to tearing up the truck and putting down a new one.
What I can tell you is that he said a large part of the cost of repairing that stadium was Michael Johnson and his foundation.
Mm-hmm.
So they contributed significantly, along with the Jamaican government, of course, which we did know to the repair.
Yes, I suspect so. But this is why I'm asking you those pertinent questions, Orville and Zidane.
Yeah.
And I'm coming back to my hometown of Montego Bay, where the stadium has been languishing, the track has been languishing in disrepair for 7 years. So much so that Western champs have to be held in Eastern Jamaica.
Yes.
Which I believe is a slap in the face of the people of Montego Bay. No, if there is this method, because I've never heard about this method before Michael Johnson and people have come. I was always told that the track had to be replaced because the track at the National Stadium had been replaced before. We are all aware of that.
Yes.
This form of refurbishing, whatever term you just described to me, Orville, it wasn't a part of the Jamaican sports psyche to think that the track can be repaired in that way and potentially maintain your international rating, don't it?
I don't.
Potentially.
Because I was hearing about them for the first time.
Right. So, why can't we employ that same method that was used at the National Stadium so successfully in such a short time to start out the track at the Catching Stadium in Montego Bay?
Well, maybe the Catching Stadium is so bad that repair won't help, so maybe they need a new track.
Perhaps.
But I think they should build a new track. I don't know.
They should, because it's long overdue. And
overdue, yeah.
While I celebrate the National Stadium track being celebrated by being repaired, because that's the mecca of sport in Jamaica. That's the mecca of track and field in Jamaica. I too will be in the stands at Champs, enjoying those wonderful feats, and also at Michael Johnson's event.
Yeah.
I still demand that the authorities and the powers that be look at my track in my backyard so that my elderly grandmother and grandfather can come and watch some track and field too without having to make the trek.
I agree.
To Kingston.
I agree with you 100%.
So that is why I was trying to put you guys on the spot. But the team again, guys, that's me. But keep it in the psyche of the powers that be are there, because I know you will have some of them come on your program to explain the dynamics of the track and whether our racing has been maintained. See, they can jump that question
Let me ask. Let us
method.
ask Orville, what is the latest with the Montego Bay owners having the stadium, leasing the stadium?
I can check,
because they would be responsible, because he did say, if they get it, they're going to be responsible for developing and doing other stuff.
Okay.
Yes.
So
So maybe we should talk to him to see where
Mr. Epstein is here. We get
man.
that. So I will ask him.
Yeah, man.
All right.
All right, big up yourself, my boss. Keep it locked.
All right, cool.
All right, good. We'll take a break. We're coming back.
It's our business to know how much is being spent in what areas, from education to healthcare.
From roads to security, because our taxes help pay for it.
So, the national budget is our business.
The national budget is my business.
It is my business.
The national budget is my business and yours.
The national budget is everybody's business because it impacts every Jamaican. Visit the Ministry of Finance's website at mof.gov.jm for more information.
Are you interested in working in media? Well, this may very well be your chance. Omega Radio is seeking persons to fill the positions of receptionist, traffic coordinator, accountant, and sales executives. If you think you have the right attitude and the drive to be a part of this team, then WhatsApp or call 876-204-9356 or email us at omegaradio@theomegachurch.com. Are you interested in working in media? Well, this may very well be your chance. Omega Radio is seeking persons to fill the positions of receptionist, traffic coordinator, accountant, and sales executives. If you think you have the right attitude and the drive to be a part of this team, then WhatsApp or call 876-204-9356 or email us at omegaradio@theomegachurch.com.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and number one daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
All right, somebody have texted me that they listened to the program last night. And the word that the gentleman used was recap. So that they recapped the track. Or what they did was a recapping of the track. To be honest, me no remember the word, but somebody when I missed the program said that was the word we locked in. A recapping of the track. So you can listen to it for yourself. Or probably me, I forgot that. All right?
Yeah, we go back online.
What do you think about Shea Hope batting at 6 ball? What do you think? And I keep wicked. And Sammy has already said that he believes some of the T20 players can help him, especially those with great experience and thing. I must hope him at that. So the Silver could have make runs 3 week. Probably I hope I go keep. Yeah. Hello?
Orville.
Yes, sir.
Wagwan.
Yeah, man. Who this again?
Jackson.
Jackson. How you doing, Jackson?
Yeah.
Merry
Yeah,
Christmas
man.
and Happy New Year.
Yes, me there.
Nobody do me that, man. Because at least 2 or 3 times for the year.
My bad.
Yeah, man, it's true.
You know what you are really remembering so good. Zidane, I remember
You
me
can?
calling.
Yeah, man. You have.
Remember gone?
Yeah, I mean that. I tell you the word of I can't call us off. Sometimes I really listen, but
right.
Few times that I do, me try to get me can retain some of the things that me can find. But before I get into my other thing, first of all, me and Billy on the program back to back. We got Billy long time in the area.
Yeah.
So far as you never mentioned, I'm not certain if it was mentioned, the passing of Chris Gale, brother Andrew Gale.
Yeah, man. Yeah. I called him, mentioned it a couple of weeks ago. Yes.
Yeah, man. Condolences to Grampi and his family and friends and part of the Lucas fraternity, to which Billy usually they on the corner with her all the time.
By the way, have a news
I think Billy was at the funeral on Saturday as well. You never see me about the team and Ratchet. So big up yourself.
Yeah. I have a news to drop as it concerns Chris Gayle.
Huh?
I say I have a news to drop as it concerns Chris Gayle, but I'm not going to break.
Yeah, well, I know not feel this one.
No.
Billy might not know Jack's son, but I can't give my name on radio because of a certain reason. If I mention my name, Billy, I go say, well, wait. You know, because I'm not it overlook us the way. I'm confident.
You used to play cricket?
Yeah, man. But I'm a brother bowl, little bowl case up in the NX. If I mention Arnie, Billy might know the name Arnie, but I can't mention the last name. Well, I don't say I can't, but I won't, for obvious reasons.
Right.
So I'm able to say. A couple of things, though, let me ask a question. Because I heard Garvey and you guys about the color. Whilst I think the name and the color, whether gold or yellow, is really semantics because I understand that there might be Garvey and Driver and Chin might be onto something as it relates to the color because not because it name green, they can use any green. And not because it name gold, because for my company or my color for argument, the company's color is green and blue. Yeah. And if you're going to use the company's color for anything at all, you have to first consult our marketing team who can give permission to use, and it can't be any green and any blue. Yeah. So, gold might be, we know group I call it yellow, and some person call it gold. We know, so we take up a flag, a Jamaican flag, and look on it. There's no mistake in it, whether it's black, green, or gold, or black, green, or yellow.
Yeah.
So it's really semantics, but I know as it relates to if we're going to reproduce a flag, I'm not certain if there's some kind of patent or some kind of authorization that we need to get from anybody locally that can so we can reproduce the flag and put those color in without anything what shade of yellow it should be vis-a-vis what your representation of gold will be with the flag. So we can have it from now till tomorrow. I mean, we have stayed on Friday. Or what Jamaica match Friday, we got to Jamaica black, green, and yellow.
Yes.
Some person got to black, green, and gold. So.
I don't tell us how much I know about now. When me look on the national flag, I know a yellow me
yellow, me see. Bright yellow.
That means.
That's semantics, man.
I don't know what next man. But that means.
Preference. So I call it yellow, feel free. But it brought up a broader issue for me. By the way, big up Hugo from Carolina State. Virgin that me in texting not too long. The track as it relates to the track, was there an official word as to whether it was downgraded or
No. I talked to the man last night. Him said him said not like him said I think him said that the track is due to be inspected must it 2026. But him said it's not just the track, it's the facility, it's the whole stadium.
For track and field event.
That determine the level of the thing. Yes. So him say even though if the track might still be
a grade one
track, if the facility at the stadium run down, then you could still get a level 2 facility. So while
someone did make the point a couple of weeks ago,
So the real problem now, it seems to me, is not just the story about the track with the level 1 thing. Because bathroom and this and this and this and this road, then the facility now becomes a level. Can go down to level.
And that's why somebody's saying the facility could be level 2, but the track you can run your records and everything is ratified now.
Exactly. So we can still get the records ratified, etc. And the track now standing the black, green, and gold, or black, green, and yellow color that is on it.
Yeah, man. So
I think that was the concern for some people. So whether or not the races that are on it would come with the same level of accreditation and recognition with some of the records or some of the meets that are held on it should deserve.
Yeah, man.
You know, so that is my brother concern.
But you know,
so whether or not it,
as I said this earlier this morning, I don't know whether you catch it. You know, some people were trying to politicize the whole thing, saying that it is the Jamaican government that wanted to score political points by painting the track predominantly green. Well, when I spoke to Mr. Lockerbie on another platform, he said that it was he who designed the colors for the national team. Had nothing to do with government. Granted, government had to give their approval after, but that the idea to make the track green, gold, and black was his.
So
not,
when you
not
were
the government.
having this conversation, I was on the program you mentioned
Last
on your last night, but other persons would have heard him saying this and not.
Yeah, man, I mean, I said them can go back, go find it. It's YouTube,
Okay,
CVM TV, fancy.
I know how people saying it. We say, we'll make it up.
Them I say, I mean,
Yeah, okay, but that have to be on TV and make it up.
I just make up TV.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like, don't so man, this is something today.
And then distracted.
And
I wasn't distracted. Not when I say I don't mean distracted here.
Hey, you know, so when I said Pelin and I was tapped in, I was distracted.
Yeah, you're distracted.
In the middle of me, the Jackson, I was distracted.
Big up, my boy.
I heard them people, but they are going to listen to show.
Yeah.
Cool. All right.
Big up.
All right. Before we run, I just want to say something about the telethon. I'll give you some more things about it in a little bit. You can call into the net. Every dollar donated helps bring the message of Christ to people all over the world. And as we enable some change, life-changing program this season. So we're going to give you some numbers. You can call into the net if you are calling in the USA or to the USA. 954-900-4310. Toll free 87-494-0253. And in Jamaica, the number is 876-613-912. The WhatsApp line 876-319-1148. So if you want to make a contribution, you can call us. All right? We go back online. Hello.
Was that in my 5 minutes?
No. That is not a part of your 5
No, man. That's have something on cheap beside you. No.
All right.
No, not Indian. That. No, I'm not take that serious, man. I show me actually. Yeah. First of all, to the text, I have to defend Garvey. If me call after Garvey, you can't say Garvey thief me spot. But if you know, if Garvey sell me in spot, me sell Garvey me spot. But if me no call none at all, you can't know whether if I sell Garvey the spot or not, because remember people.
No man, he was being tongue in cheek.
Yeah, just like you. Yeah,
just like you. He was saying that Garvey buy the first car at the slot.
Yes.
It wasn't serious.
As a matter of fact, I would love him buy it, because I'm telling me I know I buy some credit to call after.
Yes.
Yeah, so that could contribute towards my credit. So
yes.
Garvey, I'm sure it's out there, Garvey. If me sell me spot. Yeah, Garvey or anybody else I want it. I sell the first caller spot. Yeah, but on a more serious note though, Mr. Higgins.
Yeah.
You see this messy thing. What people one name I can't chew all on this thing. I'm a fast analyst.
Oh, the true oh God.
Before I go to Chris Gale or Walter Boyd. First of all, him beat the government, beat the spectators. For a once in a lifetime opportunity. Maybe this government maybe the government can, but the other people maybe not really get the chance to see Messi. None at all. There was a game, Mr. Matthews, that Messi was supposed to be played in the MLS. I know the MLS.
Yes.
Them living in the US.
An away game.
Yes, an away game. And saying that the US is not like Jamaica.
Yeah.
Because Messi are playing at the MLS. So if they even not get to see Messi that time, they can see Messi another time.
Yes.
But the team, the people them say they want back their money, the home supporters.
Yes. Messi didn't play. And they are complaining. They are complaining. Yes.
So I don't understand why people are beat up, people about Jamaica people are sell out and this and that. And some of them same people who say Jamaica people are sell out now support Cavalier in the first place.
None at all. When Cavalier played in the empty stadium against Cincinnati last year, I didn't hear them talking about it and talking about why people not supporting Cavalier.
Right. And the same playoffs going to go on again next year. So I want to see all of those people that beat the government and beat journalists and your friend them. When they beat the spectator them, because support Mount Pleasant or any other team.
Yes.
That I play against the Bramble side them from down the island. They for sure they support.
Yeah.
No, man, it's a once in a lifetime opportunity for the people, man, and you can't beat the people if you want to. We're arguably the greatest player of all time on our home side.
Yeah, man. Just like how we are football fans or fanatics, you have people who are
hold on. I heard the greatest stuff example just as the program was finishing yesterday by Zidane. I have seen Brian Lara playing in England,
yes,
or
Australia,
in South Africa, or in Australia,
India.
Every shot that Brian plays that goes for 40 entire stand
cheering.
When he hits 100 or gets a landmark like a 50, he gets standing ovation.
Yes.
Down Australia, down New Zealand, down England.
It used to
perfect
exactly.
reply.
Yeah, man, it used to happen.
But them would have won West Indies lose.
Yeah.
Is it I wonder if these people really know?
Them not follow sportsman. Them not follow sportsman, boss.
Watch when Brian Lara scores a century in England.
Yes,
and look at the reaction of the English pro. You think because them are support?
There's two people that deserve big up in this thing, you know, Zidane. Messi and the coach. Messi and the coach deserve a big.
Yeah, man. They made the effort. They made a concerted effort for him to play.
People criticize Messi saying, "No, we have to this."
You realize that Messi's injured now and will miss Argentina 2 games.
All right. We have to big up.
Yes, so he realized.
Even in Mooch, Zidane, if you realize in try in the crowd the thing, but in try reserve himself.
Clearly, he wasn't 100% fit. Yet, still he decided to come and play almost an entire half for us to see him, knowing that they love for him.
You have to big up the coach Mascherano to.
No, it's not. It's not Mascherano who decided.
No, bro, no, man. You have to give him props to. No.
It's Messi.
You have to give
work with me now, man. Work with me now, man. Mascherano can't tell Messi where. Him can't tell Messi when to play when not to play.
Well, me give me 5%.
Okay, all right.
5% me I give because I put on Messi this time when
is him tell Messi is Messi tell him say all right, you give him 40 minutes.
Yeah,
man. That's how it goes.
Hold on. Was Mascherano the coach at Inter Miami before Messi got here?
No, it's Messi here.
No,
it's Messi get the work.
Something like that.
It's Messi get the work.
You don't understand the question, yeah. So Messi got the work at Inter Miami. Then him brethren and him farmer World Cup team.
Man. Good friend.
Inter Miami.
Yeah.
Then they did try farm the MSN too. Can you imagine if Neymar did come with him?
Yeah, they wanted Neymar as well.
Yeah, man, that was big. But the last thing before I go, Zidane, we never want to ask correction that yet, you know. We don't want to make correction, give him prediction first, you know.
Oh.
We want to give him prediction first, and then now you ask him about the Rockets thing, brother. You ask him about the Rockets thing too quick.
All right,
I could hear what he has to say tomorrow.
Left the bartender alone, man.
True analyst.
No, not let the bartender. Stay with the bartender, but leave the alcohol.
All right, sir.
All right, big up.
The bartender, but leave the alcohol. Chris Gale and Walter Boyd.
We'll take the break. We have to look. We're coming back in the second.
Go straight to Western Sports for all your track and field needs. Like
so refreshing. What's so refreshing, Sonia? The water is refreshing. Try it now. Where you get that from? No clean manufacturing water. So refreshing. Me like it. Clean water. Located at 20 Syndham Commercial Old Harbour, Spanish Town, St. Catherine. Telephone number 876-335-0448 or 876-648-7192 or email cleanconcept@gmail.com.
It's our business to know how much is being spent in what areas from education to healthcare.
From roads to security, because our taxes help pay for it.
So, the national budget is our business.
The national budget is my business.
It is my business.
The national budget is my business and yours.
The national budget is everybody's business because it impacts every Jamaican. Visit the Ministry of Finance's website at mof.gov.jm for more information.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and number one daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
All right, welcome back. We go back online.
Yeah, man.
Hello.
Oh, Battery the Great.
Battery, how you know?
Yeah. Tell him keep a spot, man.
Huh?
Tell him to keep him spot, man.
Oh, they opening relay leg.
Man, keep a spot, man. I'm boy.
Okay.
Anyway, everybody a nitpick. Yellow or gold. Boy, the area easy. Never nitpick, you know. I'm not gonna say, Babsy, Honorable Babsy, I don't think you should have given Messi one Bob Marley shirt. We find the right person shirt where you should have given Messi now. Topper Whitmore shirt. Should give him a Topper Whitmore shirt. Topper Whitmore is a footballer. He scored 2 goals at the World Cup. And he was leading goal scorer when he was instrumental in us winning our first match. They're going to nitpick now. Topper Whitmore shirt they should have given. Nobody left the shirt. Call me so.
As you say, I nitpick that. I think nothing is that big. I think any Jamaica shirt will represent Jamaica is good enough.
Yeah, but should I get a Topper Whitmore?
All I know is that the shirt much too big.
Yes. People were talking about that.
Like Babs,
Exactly.
Yeah, but me I say still, footballer come here, you give him a footballer shirt. We have baller too, you know.
But is there such a thing as a Whitmore shirt? No.
Yeah, man, number 11, man.
Or the jersey.
Jersey, yes.
I doubt any of that is being made and being sold in Jamaica.
No, one brother, hold on. So hold on, I don't want craft market she goes shoot, but I buy a shirt there and get.
No, but Bob Marley is a big dog. It's a big fish.
But
no, man, me not think nothing wrong with Bob.
Yeah.
Bob Marley is the single biggest Jamaican of all time.
Yeah,
and maybe the man most synonymous with Jamaica in a week.
Yeah.
So if you want to get somebody want Jamaican memorabilia, nothing wrong with a Bob Marley shirt.
98 campaign shirt, Topper Whitmore, number 11. 9, that shirt them should have get. Not even a polish it, brother.
Right.
You understand? My move from nitpick to being serious, brother. Because me say I don't want Rasta man enough, because I say I'm African enough.
No, the purpose of giving you a T-shirt is to give you a replica of Jamaica with synonymous with Jamaica.
Yes.
Yeah, and I mean, I say it's a football.
And there is nothing more synonymous with Jamaica than Bob Marley.
No. All right, so why Bob Marley is not our national hero then?
No, that's one different. But with more than a national hero either. So that's a natural way of going.
Exactly. Me I said then to give him a Whitmore.
No, man, from a world standpoint, international standpoint, that's the biggest name that in Jamaica history.
The biggest name from Jamaica, no Bob Yogi.
Yeah.
You don't see the
right now, both big and Bob.
I don't know.
So we got from both.
That debatable. But if she gave him something from Bowl, nothing wrong with that. I can't Bowl that.
All right. Give my Bowl shirt. They give my Bowl. We can't understand Bob Marley. We can't understand Bob. I know me can't understand it, brother. You understand me? I like me say I shirt like if I say how this like
no man, he must know Bob Marley.
He must know Bob Marley.
The catching now, the movie. Every time the man call, I want to pull my eye, brother.
Yeah, man. I understand him pain, man.
Yes, man. But when I say, some things that other Babs again should have bring Michael Johnson the catching all. I say, you want to come here that bad, fix up catching all. Because maybe not fix up, you understand? And I fix up I said people.
No, Michael Johnson want the crowd that him see at champs to be at him event. So him now going to take the chance to carry to one next venue except this day.
But he can't tell us the crowd now going to Mobile.
No, he has never seen a crowd like that in a Mobile before.
Yeah, but we are going to sell him now.
Mobile say them can't hold that sort of crowd.
Yeah. He want to recapture the stadium vibe with him see a champ.
Stadium vibes and things.
Yeah.
Right. All right, so I'm going to fix it up to him now. He'll have to keep it there. He'll have to charge my... Hey, but them should charge him a big money in the brother. So, how you want this? Charge him a big money so that some can leave over for $6 catching out.
Based on my understanding, it's $400,000 US the man is spending.
No, if you want, you could have spent $700,000, brother.
Yeah, we are going to benefit in the budget.
Yeah, but
there will be a whole host of international caliber athletes are flying to Jamaica. TV rights and it's from all over the world. Jamaica will be broadcasted across the whole globe. We can't pay for that. We can't pay for that. That advertising, the man. Don't kill the people.
Hold on. Have Michael Jackson thing ever held before?
No, this is the first time this is going.
So you know, it's not that big, Mr. Higgins.
Because the caliber of athletes that will be involved.
Hey.
A whole heap of Olympians.
The caliber of athletes are there in the world already. You understand? And
no, man, but they have never competed at. There has never been anything like this in the East track and field.
I don't know what it is. So me can,
because you don't know what it is.
I don't know what it is.
Well, you are making a rough idea what it is.
Yeah, give me a rough idea. I don't know what it is.
48 of the best athletes in the world, 24 men, 24 women, will compete at each one of these events. They will do their pet event. So if you are the best 200-meter runner in the world, you will do the 200 meters. And you will also do another event, except your pet event. But you will be challenged by somebody outside of that 48 then. And whoever win over the two, I don't know how they most split it if I 1-1. Get 100,000 US, you know. You understand what I'm saying to you? So the top 24 man in the world, for example. So them now go to, because them now go to make you, they're not going to give you your pet event. Because if you are one of the best over 400 meters,
you're expected to win.
It's unlikely that the next man are going to beat you. But them give you 2 leg now, 450 now. And then I suppose the winner, if the two are not tie, one almost split the money or whatever. So what going to happen is that a whole heap of people who are not in the top 24 best runner in the world are the contracted runners. I go come for them top dog, for this 100,000 US thing, So believe it or not, people might take this even more serious than probably all the Olympics and brother.
It's gonna be exciting and interesting.
I can't stay there. 100,000 US dollar per victory.
Yes, I get it for the team still, the planning committee.
No, me just say, here already say the fourth event, Vanda Grandstand, there's some Jamaican might miss. It clash with trial. Yeah, you realize that sound IPL-ish and test cricket-ish to you. You can't stay there. 100,000 US at 20 million Jamaican, you know, remember? Or 17 million, you know.
So if it clash with our trials, what you say, you know, you just say,
No, we'll cross that bridge when we reach to it. I'm saying when you throw 100,000 US to beat the big dog that in our meet over 4 different meet, brother. Not take it light.
Quickly. Over the past 4 or 5 seasons, I have recognized something in Mo Salah. A good player, a great player, but when it comes down to the business end of the season, Mo Salah look like he can't play football again. Mo Salah look like the Mo Salah when Zidane said, we're not going to title with them money. You understand? I mean, can't understand why. Why Mo Salah look so?
Is it this time of the year him doing like a fasting thing where him not eat and him something?
Oh, Ramadan.
Yeah, maybe that is the reason.
Yes, man. Time going to go hungry in a week.
Yeah, man. No, man, it's a serious thing, man. Me pick it up to Bajo. Yeah, man.
Well, may I type in when it's Ramadan, right?
Yeah, type it in.
Come on. You're right, President.
Because it's so strange to me when the man does was world out of this world the other day and just now come down to where we are saying.
It's not.
Hold on. Zidane, if you are an absolute genius. Every year, Muslims fast. Hold on, let me read it out now. Every year, Muslims fast each day of Ramadan from dawn until dusk for the duration of the month. This year, Ramadan is expected to begin in the evening on Friday, February 28th, and will go through and end on Saturday, March 29th.
I tell you, man.
Yeah, man.
Look at we, man. Look. Never say no, man. Something right, man. Physically, him just out of it.
How will you get that idea? I will tell you this.
No, man. I will not discuss it with you. I think I was discussing with somebody that listen, it can't be just football.
Them fast every day for that month.
Yeah, you can't be just so great. And then out of you don't get an injury, nothing at all. You just look hot. Something not right, man.
Something not right, brother, man.
This is a brilliant
your boss there, Mr. Man, give Zidane a race for that, brother.
Brilliant observation.
He said, no, man. Why? I got to discussing because
Yeah,
the
man.
player never stand is very, very, very serious for that. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yes. Oh.
No, me tell you something, you know. You talk about it, man. Me I do cricket with Fazir Mohammed. And Fazir is the next Muslim. And you know, they have a tendency to pray 5 times a day or something like that. Sometime after one overdone, you know, brother, the man just find a quiet little corner, you know, and just deal with him prior thing, you know. And then maybe 2-3 hours after that again, you know. Them man, they take the thing serious more we, man.
There's somebody who close to me down in Saudi there. The man said them carry with a mat. You know, and them care. Anytime the prayer the thing catch them, they part them care.
Well, there you go.
So, if I'm a religion, me eat them up. So you get me. Yeah. Because come after the brother.
All right, Bachi.
Yeah, cool. Yeah.
I will take our final break. We're coming back.
Jamaica's next chapter is approaching. Get ready for a pivotal moment in Jamaica's economic future. This Thursday, March 20, Prime Minister Dr. the Most Honorable Andrew Holness will take center stage to make his contribution to the 2025-26 budget debate, outlining the government's plans to drive growth, development, and prosperity for all Jamaicans. Tune in to hear the Prime Minister's vision for the country's economic future as he addresses key issues on the economy, job creation, infrastructure development, social welfare initiatives, and more. It's the 8th consecutive budget of no new taxes. Set the date. Don't be late. This Thursday, March 20 at 2:15 p.m. Join the conversation on Jamaica's economic future. Jamaica's next chapter, accelerating growth for your peace, productivity, and prosperity.
Yes, it's tax time. March 17 is the due date for your income tax returns. Self-employed individuals are required to file their annual returns SO4 and estimated return SO4A. The income tax, education tax, NHT, and NIS due and payable on one return. Companies are required to file the ITO2, which is the annual return, and the estimated return ITO7. Visit jamaicatax.gov.jm or call 888-TAX-HELP for details. Tax Administration Jamaica, working together to serve you even better. We may be all over the world, but we're still in this together. Feel, make it easy for you get your money. So if you have to get something from your brother or mommy, hey, it's not instant, it's a MoneyGram. So check your phone, your money land. The MBS money transfer. Safer, faster, easier. Sign up for VMBS direct to bank account transfer. You don't want to step out behind the line. Straight in your account, money reach long time. VMBS money transfer.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and number 1 daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
All right, welcome back. Welcome back to the final segment of the program. We go back at 9. Yeah. Hello.
Okay.
Ross.
You may not tell you, man.
Ross Butterman.
Rastafari, man. That's the thing set, you know. You know, they can't get with the Rasta man. Rasta man say, Africa unite. Africa unite.
Yes. Yeah, man.
And especially now. And now them to unite. We are going to the world right now. Not true?
Yeah.
Because if we as Africans look out for ourselves, you know. But now look out for we about. Let's step into the world with there, you know.
Yeah.
We try to find a unity there. Not true? We can't see the color with skin, can we?
No.
Give thanks to it. Big up the man them said locally and those within the diaspora and also the people there who are working your station. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, man.
Yeah, man, we will go straight tonight. The question was being asked. Is gold a color? Not true. You will Rasta say. The Rasta say yes. Because I'm a painter. When you go to the paint shop, any color you want to ask for, just ask me. I'm better than that too. Me even Google it. Even Google it. And you ask the question. Yes, gold is a color. A rich, warm, yellowish hue often associated with the precious metal.
A rich, warm yellow hue.
Yeah, no, yellowish.
Yellowish hue. Yellowish, yeah.
Often associated with the precious metal. That's the original gold with them dig up out of the earth. You pick me up?
Yeah, man.
Now, I know there's some little question signs when it comes to Jamaica and color, which I know and we supposed to know that it is black, gold, and green. But the problem is the gold. And what kind of gold they use. I remember a time ago I used to do craft, you know?
Yeah.
I used to do costume shooting. And I had, as an artist from school still, me did art and all that. I could paint my red, gold, and green.
Yeah.
But they think I'm not. Can you put the right yellow in there? It don't look good. Take it from me. But then me pick a yellow so me see we are more match that. It's a bright yellow. You know what it is?
Yes.
Not knowing say the right yellow me I use, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And at one point I'm like, check Jai and find out what the right kind of color for go between the black and the green. You know what the information was?
Mm-hmm.
Golden yellow. I'm going to give you an idea with it. You ever see the Ethiopian flag?
No. I'm sure I would have seen.
Yeah, what
you know,
yeah.
I don't know if I would have studied. Like,
all right. With a red, gold, and green.
yeah.
Gold,
a lot of African
gold.
flags are like.
Yeah. The precious metal, you know. A golden yellow, the green. It's a bright gold. And any African country, where you use, because a portion of African countries use red, gold, gold and green.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
It's the golden yellow. It's a bright yellow. Let me get an idea with the yellow. Because you don't drive, not you.
Well,
you don't drive again. You ride bicycle now?
yeah, man. It's a bicycle me I do that.
Well, all right. I the same thing for you.
Yeah.
Because on the sidewalk there, when them paint a gold there, it's a no parking space, don't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
You can't park your bicycle anywhere there. Because we can't take it with you. Still?
So that thing there with them a gold or yellow?
The golden yellow, man, is a yellow with a bright.
It's a golden yellow.
It's bright. You pick me up? The raw yellow, it look pale light. The golden yellow look bright. It's like it near to the sunlight.
Yeah.
It's that type of gold that I'm talking about. And when you see any shirt with that type of gold there, it bring up the other colors there, brown it. You always see that bright gold there. I don't see the stadium track yet because I'm not going to see them since the thing start between me and you. But from when I see it look good.
Yes.
You know, maybe the right color use or not, but it look good. Yes. And what I like with it is this, between me and you, from a runner's point. They change over zone.
Yeah. Different color.
That color.
Yeah.
Don't it?
Yeah, man.
So if a man take button before him reach in there, or after him reach it in there, because with the naked eye and you far you there, that was it.
It's easier. It's easier to spot now.
Yeah, man.
Not true.
Yeah.
You know? So we really give thanks for the lift because them say Jamaica is spring factory, don't it?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, if you go show the world your stadium, and if you go out on a special occasion, and your Sunday best you wear, don't it?
True.
Because every day we wear Sunday best, you know.
True.
We have some occasion you go for a motor and you say, oh, I got trash out, you know. I like my tell my brother.
That's true.
Because yo, you have your clothes in it, you know, wear it about dead left it. And somebody is going to wear it for you.
Yeah.
So wear it before them. When you're gone, they don't want to wait up for them business. Not true?
Yeah, man.
So I say Jamaica is been talk about as the street factory of the world. Am I correct about it?
Yeah, man.
So therefore, when we are sell ourselves to the world, we book cover to look back.
Yes, sir.
So when I see no way, even if the color may not right, but to me, I think the lift we get is good. I'm one with that. When the athlete them start perform on it, we will know whether it's up to standard yet or no, whether we can get faster. Because sometimes you must go run it into them. It come like shoes. You put on a new boot yet?
Oh yeah, you have to boy, I know about the new boot. I know about a new bat. Sometimes you have to knock in your new bat.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
The ball too. Not true.
Yeah, man.
That's so the thing.
Sometimes you don't get the best performance fight till
you know
yeah.
about Eddie Quarry yet?
Eddie Quarry. No.
Yes. Look at speak to Jamaica. Eddie Quarry run a boys' champ. All right? Remember 3 teeth spikes them always there. So guess what now? We used to 100-meter final. And just throw the 3 teeth spikes in one corner. And put on a brand new yellow spike to run the final.
And he lose.
Eddie Quarry come?
Come on.
Yes.
Dead last.
All right. Waiting up now. 200 finals will come up. You say Eddie Quarry.
Now draw back for the 3 teeth.
Draw back for the 3 teeth spikes. You know what?
He win.
Eddie Quarry win and broke the champ record.
Eddie Quarry a fool, man. You can't run in a brand new track in a final for the first time.
That's what I'm saying. So I'm not saying that the track not for running before they could speed.
All right.
Kind of combine it. So we give thanks for the conversation still all what man.
Yeah,
remember now, the order of the day, the color of the flag is not just raw yellow like the China them put it there.
Yeah.
All right.
Golden yellow.
Golden yellow. And you can call JIA and inquire.
Yeah, man. You're pretty much.
Anybody can do it.
Yeah, man. All right.
Enough respect to the item. I've got the program set.
Cool.
Big up, Russ.
All right, cool.
What I think that with Salah and the Ramadan thing fast.
Yeah, man. Is it, man? Because Badge, you're right about that. This sometimes you see him fall off at a period of time when you look away. Yeah. So I was discussing with somebody and they said, remember, said this man is fast on himself. So yes, clearly. Because no injuries, not then just suddenly just boop, dropping, dipping farm. So clear it's actually. Yeah,
it's a religion.
Yeah.
Take it to them.
We ask one last one after. Or you want us to go through some text messages?
What I say, some text?
Yeah, man. Let's finish off with some text.
Yeah. All right. Let's do some text before. And it's not a lot. May I look on the way. All right, come now. You give me the sound? Yeah.
Text message. It's now time for text messages on the sports desk.
I must say though, Imlak has played as a batsman only for Guyana on a number of occasions. So maybe with how great he was behind the stumps in Pakistan, he can go as a batsman, which is the point I'm making. So Imlak, when he play for Guyana, doesn't always keep. But them think him can bat as well. But he kept so well in Pakistan. I mean, I think Hope can keep that well, but we know them want to get Hope in on the side somehow. So I'm going to see what going on. My crickets forget him praise. Now him fire Chung.
Higher Chung.
Now him higher Chung. Right. Good bosses hires competent people to do a competent job, and Mike Ricketts did this with Chung. Hence both should be praised. That Prince.
Yeah, that's a good point. If you see the problem I hire the right man, you think can get you out and he does,
yeah.
Take some of the credit. Yep.
Trials always keep in June. The Grand Slam should change their date, not the date. All right. What is that now? Alric, primary and secondary colors are terms used to describe certain colors. Orville and Zidane enjoy the show today. Alric explained the primary and secondary colors right. Big up Mr. Chung, big chef. Only accountant can cook the book with some. Here, here, man. All right, let me see if I say anyone else. Yeah, that look like it as far as.
All right. All right, so 3:57. Remember, people, you have to get your call in early tomorrow because we only have 1 hour.
Yeah, 1 to 2.
Yeah, we carry the budget presentation from the Prime Minister.
Yeah.
So it's 2:50. Well, 1 hour and 15 minutes, yeah, because it's 2:50 I'm getting gathering that begin.
Right.
All right, so it will be a very short program tomorrow.
All right, and let me just give you a quick reminder of the numbers if you want to be a part of the telethon from the USA. 954 900 4310. Toll free line 877-494-0253. And if it's Jamaica, it's 876-613-9129. The WhatsApp line is 876-319-1148. Contribute in that. All right?
All right. All right, so that is it.
Yeah. So I'm getting a text that Ramadan fast is dawn to dusk, and some matches pause to allow them to break their fast. So we can understand why Salah the way he looks. Yeah. All right, so that's it from me. Join us tomorrow. Remember, early into the program from 1 to 2, and then after that, it's the budget debate by the Prime Minister.
All right, so big up the listeners now, big up the callers, big up the technical operators, Mr. Hoyt and Mr. Anderson. Join us tomorrow. So 101, 15 minutes for the program. Until then, have yourselves a wonderful evening.
That's the Sports Desk for today. Remember to tune in and participate on the Sports Desk Mondays through to Fridays, 1 to 4 p.m.
Jamaica's next chapter is approaching.